All right. Aloha Hour. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen, with Johny and Steezy. This is episode 47. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you to please like, share, subscribe, and all the good stuff. Leave some comments. Let us know what you think about the episode, or even who else you think we should have coming on into the beautiful seat here at the Aloha Hour. Johny.
All right. So today we have some special guests. They are, just you. They are basically the angry locals.
Hey!
You heard about them. You saw them. They went viral many times in all their songs. They say what they feel, and I think they represent most of us when they say it. Let's give it up for the ones and only.
Yay!
Thank you for having us on.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we're here, bruh. It's
Finally.
kind of weird, like, because, you know, I work with you on this podcast. I work with them on everything in life, you know what I mean? So it's like basically bringing this hui together in one vibe.
Well, you know what? It's about time that we're going to sit with them, because I'm a big fan of what you guys doing as a trio. You know, I'm a big fan of what you do on the side. I'm glad to have you as my co-host, but what you guys bring to the table, what you guys bring in your words, what you put out there is priceless, because a lot of the people that are in Hawaii, as far as musicians, they sing about the girl, drinking, beer, you know, my whiskey, but they don't necessarily sing about the problems, the issues, the corruption, the unjust that has been done to certain people and to all of us as a community. And when you guys take it and you put it so bluntly into our face, there is no matter of he said, she said. There is no matter of opinion. It's a matter of a fact. This is what happened, and we say it out loud. Yeah. So for that, I congratulate you that you have the balls to do it.
Thank you, bro.
You know where it comes from? I think my thing is those people who sing about all the girls and stuff, because that's what pays the bills. Us, we don't make any money off of it. You know what I mean? So we can talk our shit. You know? We can say like whatever we want, and you know, because
we got those girls song too. We got the drinking songs too.
But that's why we gotta hustle on the side.
Yeah.
And then this is just our, you know, our passion projects. Yeah.
And I think the fact that it is your passion, it comes completely across, because you know, the words that you choose to describe. I mean, the other day you came out with a new video by yourself on your Instagram. I mean, that shit was fire.
Hell yeah.
Fire. I swear to God, I watched it maybe 12, 13 times in a row, just like back and watch again. That thing was like
Which
next
one was
level.
this one?
The latest one that you bust out.
Is that the one in Big
Island?
Yeah.
The
Battle
Cries
Cries.
one?
The Battle Cries.
Bah.
Yeah.
The thing is like,
I had to fly all the way to Big Island for that one and drive around the island for like 7 hours just to get those nice shots.
You know what's crazy, bro? In that whole video, I only recognize one spot.
Yeah?
And that's the ones with the fucking the tiki statues.
Oh, yeah.
The rest, I'm like, where the fuck is it? What is
That's
this?
the City of Refuge.
Yeah. So I've been to that spot, but the rest, I was like, bro, Big Island's so huge.
Yeah. That's a crazy story, the City of Refuge, for people who don't know. It's like, if you were, you broke the law and whatever, the kingdom would let you run to the City of Refuge. If you could make it there, you're safe. But chances of you making it there before the warriors got to you,
slim.
Yeah. But they had that there.
Really?
Yeah. It's like it's like a safe spot. You know, like. But a lot of people never made it there.
Inside those walls or that fence, once you make them,
once you make it,
you can turn around and fucking stick finger everybody.
Yeah, pretty much. But then you would have to work off whatever, like a prison sentence in there before you get accepted to leave the City of Refuge.
Damn.
Wow, that's heavy. I didn't know about that.
Yeah. It's a beautiful place out there.
Yeah.
Plenty of history,
you ever been?
Too.
Big Island?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Where you? Because it's like empty.
Yeah, it's
so
big.
Vast.
It's big. First of all, I was amazed by the fact that you just drive down and there's goats.
Yeah.
There's goats.
You don't get that on Oahu? You get homeless, when you drive by.
It just smells like goat.
It smells like goat.
You know, the first thing when you land right next to the airport, there's that place where you can buy some weed, right? So of course you drive there, you buy the weed, you smoke them, then you go to your car, you start driving, and you see goats, and you're like,
Are you sure? You sure it was weed or not like some hallucination?
Dude, I was like, what the
Goats right there.
frick? Yeah, no, for real. On the side of the
Is this Hilo side or Kona side?
Kona side.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then people was telling me, right, you gotta go Ali Drive. You gotta go Ali Drive. It's the Kalakaua of the Big Island. I'm like, okay, let's see.
Throw an
Let's
aroma
see.
cafe over here.
Yeah.
That's a dress up. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Let's go.
Live nice.
Yeah.
Drink cologne.
Yeah. I go there and I'm like, nah. Is that it? Is that the Ali?
I went 2-minute drive. What?
Yeah.
Went through the front door, tripped out the back.
I'm like, what? Yeah, I was pretty taken back by that because everybody was talking highly of it and that's going to be like the Rodeo Drive, the Kalakaua. And then you go there and you're like, no.
Yeah.
No.
But I don't think they want
them.
it there, bro. I don't think they want anything like that over there, huh?
Nah, they're too country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
everything
too
is too
country.
spread out too. Like if you want workers, that's the hard thing right now is finding
Oh,
workers.
yeah.
So a lot of them have to come from like Hilo side to drive all the way to Kona and then work. So
Yeah.
because it's spread out. You know,
Yeah.
you got like 150,000 residents, but the thing is like 4 times bigger than Oahu.
Yeah.
So everybody got
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I think in general in Hawaii to get good help, labor is a tough issue. You know, even on the North Shore, when you go, have you ever been to the the Turtle Bay Resort?
Yeah.
Supposed to be like one high end, place. But everybody that works there, except the older people, right? The younger people,
Yeah.
they just don't want to be there. They tell you straight up,
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. I just want to go. Can I help you? Like, what do you need?
Yeah.
Well, again? Oh, you want to order again? I'm like, bitch, bring the drinks. Let's
Yeah.
have some fun. Let me tip
You
you.
don't want,
She's like, I just want to go home. I just want to, light my blunt and just go to
I
sleep.
heard Turtle Bay was supposed to be a casino.
Yeah, back in the day.
And the
Yeah.
guy was trying. That's what he built it for, and
Yeah.
didn't fall through.
Correct. Actually, it was
What?
supposed
Yeah.
to be 3 buildings like the one that is right now. There was supposed to be 3, and there was supposed to be actually a casino.
Yeah.
And the community actually got really, really involved, and they didn't let it happen, and they were not having it. Actually, one of the guests that we had, Mark Cunningham, him and his wife and some other people, they actually started a group which called Keep the Country. And they went to all the hearings, and they...
Yeah.
and people listen to them because they're white, they're blue eyes, they're tall, so
Yeah.
everybody like, okay, and they took it to the next level. Like they didn't back down. They didn't back down.
That's one thing. When your community can agree on something for Hawaii people, they ain't fucking around. Like it's like they hold it down. Now when we can agree on
Yeah.
something is the issue, right? Like
The
Big
big ones
Island.
come up. Yeah.
Big Island, they got it locked down. Like they got their fight when it comes to anti-establishment or whatever is really good. Hence BJ Penn. BJ Penn had that fighting spirit, tried to bring it here with trying to run for governor. And you know how brash he was, right? Like, fuck that, we're gonna do this, do that. Big Island, bro, he does that and it happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's what we need to take note of because
On that note, I think I actually voted for BJ because I think, I like what he stands for. And I also like the fact that, he doesn't need to be the smartest guy. He doesn't need to know all the answers for everything.
Yeah.
You have a team. You just need to have the heart. And he has the heart.
The right intentions.
The right
Yeah.
intentions. He has the people, the accountants, all the other guys that will tell you this is possible, this is not possible, this is good, can be done in that way.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I told myself you lost is when he came and he said, you fired if I get elected. You fired. I'm like, oh shit. Shit. Because of course now they're going to be like doing everything they can.
To get him out.
Yeah, I mean, he told them straight up,
Yeah.
you have no job. I get elected. You tomorrow, no more job.
If someone told me that, yeah.
Yeah, you'd
For
be
sure.
like,
Yeah.
you'd be like,
we gotta
fuck.
get rid of this guy.
Like imagine like the UFC parallel, right? That'd be like someone just stepping in the ring and being like,
Yeah.
they could like if you're a career politician, right?
Yeah, that's what you do. And someone tells you, no, I'm going to fire you.
What is this rookie talking about?
Yeah,
Never held office.
yeah, you're not going to have it.
Yeah.
So, I
You never
felt
been
like
a gopher. You never hung up the signs.
that's
and,
the problem, man. Like you gotta be politically correct. you got to know how to play the game.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like the more you get out of your hood, your circle, that's when you start realizing how you got to be more politically correct. Because once you're in your own little clique, you can say whatever, and you only have your fans that like hype you up. Once you get beyond that, then you're like, oh, I gotta watch what I say.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you know, like, oh,
The world gets bigger.
the world gets bigger.
Yeah. That's crazy. When I go on air, like I gotta like withhold a lot of things, and I gotta
Right.
keep this straight line when I'm on the radio. I'm like, okay, stay here. You know, don't go too much here. Don't go too much there.
Yeah.
Only because the audience is
The
different.
audience
I start-
cannot, different perspectives, yeah.
Yeah, old Japanese lady listening.
Yeah.
In, you know, gardening. You know, I gotta think about how she might interpret something.
And it's a media outlet, right? And like, you do a great job.
Yeah.
Thinking of it that way, like outlet, things that we put out there and what becomes like public discourse, what enters the conversation and gets adopted. People subscribe to like arguments more than what's going on. And then
For sure.
if you're not in touch with what's happening around you, that opinion could be completely alien, you know?
Yeah.
That's why he's the angriest angry local. Because he's got to, stay in this box for 9 to 5. And then once he gets out, he's like, oh, I'm ready for say what I really wanted to say on the radio.
In the morning, he has to contain it.
Yeah,
and then he lets it loose.
You
Huh?
have to condense big time.
But at least he has that outlet.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think that's what the beauty of music is that is your truth, so you can speak to the world. Yeah.
So
without
do you
the filter.
do you really think that because you guys say the things the way they are, you can't make money off of it? You can't make like big dollars. You can't get performances.
I think our problem is just management. I think we're so caught up in the art, and we all have our own things to do, like radio. He has gigs on the side. I have gigs on the side. So if we could have one entity that kind of takes care of the marketing, the strategic way, the merch, whatever, because that happens in any business, right? You gotta, even if you open a restaurant,
Yeah.
you can't just open a restaurant and just think it's just gonna do good. That's what we do. We just
Yeah.
do songs and just leave it out
And then
there.
the song sits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
like,
just sits.
oh look, we got an outlet to radio. Put them on the radio.
Yeah.
But we don't have a right. You have a
So,
right.
but
like,
the radio,
assuming-
your station where you at, they let you put any song, no matter what the words are. Huh?
to an extent. I mean, we kind of put fuck shit, bitch ass cunt. You know what I mean? Like we have to clear all the curse words.
Thank you for saying it because
Yeah, no. We can't put beep, 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 beep.
My bad. But and then also certain contexts. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
you're not
yeah.
really talking about like grapes, if you know what I mean, like stuffs like that. Like
But I like that
the context. Yeah.
that we do have those limitations too, because then it forces us to write differently,
Yeah.
accordingly.
Yeah, for me, like growing up around parents who don't let you cuss around them, you have to be like creative with how you say the shits.
You know when Mox has a really good verse, he always ends it with
Bitch! It's an Easter egg, bro. Like I showed around like 40% of the song.
It's just gotta come
gotta
out.
come out, eh?
There'll be a dramatic pause too sometimes. Like we're just waiting. Bitch!
That's when he knows the
So
one.
when are you guys actually writing this shit? Are you guys just meet together once a week and you just let it flow?
Yeah, for the Freestyle Fridays, we pull up Thursday. Try to, if our schedules can link up.
For the most part, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go in there and
Is there like a time limit where you say, okay, now we're gonna sit here for 2 hours? Or
Pretty much, because we all gotta do something.
We gotta leave first.
Yeah.
No, but it's like I'm looking
it's
at
like
the
2-3
other side.
hours.
Like you have to be here a minimum of 2 hours. Nobody can come in for 1 hour, 40 minutes and leave, right?
No, we do
No, they
that
can,
too.
yeah.
Oh,
if
yeah?
you gotta go, you gotta, go.
You gotta go.
We got shit to
But
do,
you gotta do
bro.
your part.
Yeah.
That means you only get 40 minutes for do your part. And then we go figure it out after.
And then what? You do it by topic, or you do it because I know that when we had some shit going on, you guys were, boom, that day you had a beat, like you had a song out.
Yeah.
For when shit happens in Hawaii, you guys have a thing, related to that shit that happened that day, the day after. And that's insane. I mean, it's a whole song, verse, this,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the skill set I think all three of us just had for like so long.
Yeah.
Of like we're masters of our craft, so you just throw a topic. And these guys are like came up in the freestyle era.
Yeah.
It just really had to be off the top, you know.
Yeah,
Now you giving us prep time? Oh, this is too easy.
Yeah, right.
This is too
You get to
easy.
jot down the
I
thought.
get what? Oh,
can't write
So
this down.
and is it mostly about like having like rhymes? Like, does it have to rhyme?
Definitely.
Okay, so the topic, right? We pick a topic.
Okay, let's pick a topic.
Okay.
Hawaii's finest.
Hawaii's finest.
Okay.
Okay.
So then, this is where it gets beautiful, and we're working together has like brought it to be able to do this so fast now. His mind, everything that you can associate thought to. Rappers, we could associate the vowel sound, Hawaii's finest. You could take that rhyming vowel, one of us might do that. One of us might not, because we think, ain't gonna do
Who's gonna do what?
right? Maybe this word someone goes in more. What finest means someone might go and just all associating to try to have as much like punctuation as possible in like a 16 or an 8 or however we're formatting the freestyle.
Or I think what rhymes with Hawaii's finest, and I'll just think of the end word, right? Miley Cyrus, Hawaii's finest. Then
the
then,
brightest.
then you
Shine the
then you
brightest.
just
Oh,
then you
he's starting.
Yeah.
Mark starting.
Yes.
Oh.
then you find the in between to fill it up into that punchline, or at least that's how I do it sometimes. Yeah.
Wow.
So Hawaii's finest, not Howley, the opposite of Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
And then you just keep going with the patterns.
City of refuge, call me your highness.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Big titters with giant ginas. No,
I let them small.
Vagina. Vagina.
Sorry, my bad.
But yeah, that's just how we kind of get into it.
Yeah.
Pick a topic, figure out, and then you can go into deeper of like, it's a clothing brand. It's a brand for the people. It's also a festival of reggae, and then
They're
it just
from
opens
Molokai,
up.
the
Yep.
owner's Palele.
Yep,
You
yep.
know, all these different things that
We're
surround
taking
it.
it, yeah.
X amount of stores.
Yeah.
You know.
The
And then
hustle.
each
This is like
person
the
is gonna,
hustle.
like, hit it their
Yeah,
style.
it hit it their style. Yeah.
So basically, there's a few layers when you put out the rap song. There's a few layers of you put the topic, and then there's a few layers. You go deep, less deep, super deep, like the word, the rhymes, the
Yeah.
this, and then. But how do you form it into such a beautiful one piece? Like, are you just sitting there and then you come up with a phrase, you come sentence, then he sentence, and then you
Well, his tell him how your process is
For what?
when you're writing a verse.
So like, for me, I start looking at like, again, punches, first thoughts, then I write down the thought. Right? Okay, this is a major thought, this is a major
So you do
thought.
write it down though. You have a piece of paper, a pen, and you write
notes.
them on
Yeah.
notes.
So I
Okay.
use notes, and then what ends up happening is once I get all these different thoughts, then you start connecting them. You know, figuring out, okay, this is like a story, right? Beginning to end. You have your intro, your body, your closer. You know, and then
Yeah.
you start formulating till you can take it on a journey. You know, so sometimes you start off hard, sometimes you start off with setting up the scene of what you're trying to portray. It's like any story, they have those three parts. The main things of all writing, beginning, middle, end. And then right there, once I have my punches, I usually place them halfway, 3/4, and then figure out how I'm going to close it.
And are you guys like? Do you have anybody that you guys call and like, yo, check this out? Let me know what you think about it. Or are
Nah,
you
we
guys?
know it's dope, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Like, that's what you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
That's the highest level of collaboration, is full-blown trust.
Yeah.
For you to do you and come with it, and that everyone is in on the goal for it sounding its best and being successful.
And you also know when it's not that great.
Yeah.
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 and then,
You
you
come
know-
in like, kind of half-assed
Yeah,
this one.
It wasn't that important.
Yeah, right, yeah.
This was just a silly
Yeah,
topic.
Yes.
Yeah, Hawaii's finest one, that's more of you. That's not more of me. I don't know. You kill that one.
It's
I
just
just
a
kinda,
constant like
yeah.
combustion of like,
But
what
those-
could we? How could we?
Those ones that go viral is the ones that we all feel very connected to.
Yeah.
Like a Lahaina fire, right?
Yeah.
Oh, of course we're gonna
Which-
get on this kind of.
That was
yes.
one of the best songs. Like you bust out. I mean, that one was like fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah. I don't know if you should use that word, but
For lack of better terms, you gotta this. What do
No
you call
pun
it?
intended.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, like Stuff's, you're absolutely right. When we're all on the same wavelength for certain topics, they go hard.
Because sometimes we force it, because
Yeah.
we are doing this every Thursday, and sometimes the topics aren't as good as a big one that everybody's involved in,
or as juicy,
Yeah.
as like robust to dig into. So
Yeah.
but we're professionals. We'll be able to produce something.
Yeah.
But that's where like we get inspired off each other too. Someone will have
Yeah.
a 4, someone will lay something and
yeah.
be like,
There we go. There we go. Yeah, yeah.
I needed
Yeah, 'cause
that. You know, I
sometimes
needed someone else
there's
to get off.
topics where I'm like, I have nothing to say about this, and then they say something. I'm like, oh, okay, I see where we're going. Okay, and then I like, thank you for starting me up, because once you get to start,
Yeah.
my process is just do the first line and then just let it connect everything from there. But yeah, everybody's got their own little, but somehow the end product always.
Yeah. What's funny is I think people imagine that we get up in a studio and then we're fucking slamming music, dancing and rapping, and just the vibe is crazy, like a mini concert in a studio, right? Like, yeah, oh, that's dope. Let me spit that. Everybody get in the vibe and hit that. Hey! In reality, bro, once we hit the topic and we got a hook or we got the beat, it's fucking crickets.
It's
for
an hour of the
bro.
same beat, just.
And this is how you know if it's productive silence. Whoever's Instagram video goes out. And it's like, shit. You fucking around? I'm fucking around. And then once everyone's fucking around, someone will say something like, you guys seen the... But it takes that, like, drudging through it together. Like, we're going to produce today. Showing up to the gym, you know, taking the shots that nobody sees.
Yeah.
Yeah, and coming away with something that we're proud of for first thing in the morning.
There'll be definitely times where, you know, the girlfriend shows up to a studio session and she's thinking like that, and she's like, this is what you guys do? Never comes back to another session. It's like,
It's
this is
interesting.
boring.
It's like a meditation.
You guys don't
almost.
do
Yeah.
anything else?
Yeah.
No, this is therapy.
Are you guys using any enhancers? Any
Oh, sorry.
smoke some weed, drink some stuff?
Coffee? I'll drink some coffee.
So just
We need
I
a
bring
Hawaiian
the
aroma.
woes of my ancestors. I bring the, you know.
I don't.
Yeah.
Nah, not for me. I just.
so you
work.
you are just natural, like have that spice, that inspiration. You don't need anything to enhance it. Because for me, for example, if I need to focus because of my day is so full, I have so many things to think about, and kids and responsibilities and whatnot. It's pretty hard if I don't, like, even now when I do a podcast, I always have a good cup of tea in my hand.
Your rituals,
Be-
traditions.
Because it's hard. It's hard for me to just fuck the day. Now I'm only here. This is what I do.
Yeah.
All my attention is here, and you know, I applaud people like you that can just say, okay, from now on we're just gonna write, we're just gonna do, and we're gonna focus right now, and we're gonna produce.
Well, like he said, it's like our meditation.
Yeah.
So it's almost like we get to ignore all of that
Yeah.
and then just
The
hyper-focus.
consistency, you know.
Yeah.
That discipline over motivation. Like, through COVID, getting together once a week, like, kept me sane. Like, if
I
didn't get to
actually
act-
felt that what you said about the gym. I think it's so true. Like showing up to the gym, and like you come, and then like for you it's a commitment. You know, you come there and then it's your space where you liberate your thoughts and you let it flow. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
And sometimes it's hard to start, right? Like you're in there, like, and
Consistency
once you get
is
it
key.
going, shit's going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All, you know, expressive forms, right? Emotions. What's in our bodies, what our minds can contain. Draw about it, sing about it, rap about it, beat about it, dance about it.
It's cool too because you get to bring the world into your world. Because you wake up into a world every day.
Yeah.
You wake up and the fucking world's gonna present itself, and you gotta go deal with, okay, this is how you're gonna be. That's what that's gonna be. Oh shit, there's a tragedy here, a car accident here, and then for this moment when you're in the studio and you're creating, you get to bring that world into yours,
Yeah.
and now you get to paint it, and you get to take care of that world how you want to see it. You know.
Nicely said.
Your
Yeah.
story.
And that's
the
what
shit.
I think. That's why a lot of the bigger topics, we nail it out the park. when it's big stuff,
So
like
much to talk about.
yeah, like hurricane. Fuck, the hurricane I think was the first one we went viral with. It was a Hurricane Dougie. And it was about a hurricane that was coming. We got many of them all the time. But Jesus Christ, they always tell you the same thing, like we're fucking stupid, bro. You know what I mean, right? Like, I don't know if you watch the news when hurricanes are coming, but they give you like the whole works. Everybody, they hype up gas stations, like fill up your cars, and there are people who are filling up 5-gallon tanks of gasoline.
You know who's the hero of the hurricane?
Who?
The guy that...
Hoggy?
No. The guy... You guys don't remember the guy that was interviewed when there was the hurricane?
Yes!
Stay fishing?
Yes!
Dude, dude,
He's the
at
hero.
least once a month, I don't know why, I think of him. If everybody says flex on something, I'm like, oh! If someone says like, nothing major, I'm like, oh! Nah, this guy was like next level.
Yes.
Bro, I bought him on a radio show.
Yes.
No
I hit him
way.
up, bro. Young kid from Kalihi. Trolled us. Don't give a fuck, right? Even on the stuff, he's like, you know, what did he say? He had a quote that just stuck right after another one. You know, and when you say, when you flex on him, you just gotta flex on him.
God, this guy was like the top notch of not giving a fuck.
Yes.
You know, she's like, oh, how come you're here? What are you doing? Stay fishing, but there's a hurricane. Nothing major. I'm like, freak, this guy doesn't give a fuck.
But isn't that how we all see when they try to dramatize something?
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
Something so like not dramatic. He was literally out in the
He's like,
water.
bro, this is the 20th hurricane I've been fishing at.
It's like, bro,
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
came yet.
I can feel the wind. I can see the rain. Shit ain't gonna hit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're standing with me, auntie. You know what I mean? He didn't give no fucks. He's like, I'm gonna fish.
I think I'm his biggest fan, bro.
Yeah.
I'm his biggest fan. This guy is legit OG, no fucks given.
Bro,
Yes.
no, he didn't write for 2 hours. You know?
Yeah.
But
Freestyle.
the lady who interviewed him, her career, you step
Based
into
off of
somebody
that.
who's just being, that kid sent her, bro.
Yeah.
She had no clue.
She had no clue what she was getting into. She's like,
He pulled the pin, blew it up, bro.
oh my god, that was really one of the best. It was like a skit,
It felt like it, yeah?
right? Like a skit, like someone put it
Honest
together.
skit, yeah.
Bruh, I was laughing my head off. Sometimes if you have a bad mood, I try to look for it on Instagram somehow to find it, bruh. But then I realized
you
you
gotta
go
save it.
YouTube. No, you go YouTube, bruh.
You
They
just
get it on
look it up.
YouTube. Yeah.
And what do you search?
I just do
Hurricane
hurricane,
fishing.
nothing major.
Nothing major.
or you do flex on them.
Flex on him, nothing
Bruh.
major. That's your happy
keywords,
video,
bro, the
bro.
keywords.
Happy videos are important, man. You
Yeah.
gotta library those, bro.
Guarantee.
Put them on a list.
But there's a lot more nowadays, huh? You're starting to see. I don't know if you guys are starting to feel that vibe, like that, like negative shit. A lot of these younger people don't have time for any of it, like any aggression. And I mean, I even see like a trend of like no time for colliding or clashing. Now time for sharing and collective positive action.
That's
Do you
the
guys
cycle
notice
it
that?
goes in, you know? When you get too much of something, you gotta
Because what I
stop
like,
something.
you know, me and Mox especially, we came up in a very clash era. Like our era was very competitive, especially when it came to rap. Me and him battled for the very beginning of our careers for years.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Too
And
much.
But who has the belt?
I do.
do you still have it?
Shamefully, when I'm around y'all, yes. I do.
The battle rap belt for you guys. You don't know. But yeah,
When you guys aren't here, I wear it naked for Kelsey. That's when Keely like rolls his eyes. Here we go. You won that belt, didn't you? That's my high school football touchdown.
But my bad. That's the competitive side.
But I might be getting a little deep here, but again, so we clashed. Long story short, we fucking battled all the time. Became real good friends because iron sharpens iron. There's that theory, right? Or that saying. But so with all this pro positivity and pro collaboration, does that go out the window?
What is? Oh, the competitive side.
Yeah, because again, like
Well,
battle
yeah,
rap is not.
now we get participation trophies for kids.
So that's what I'm worried
Yeah.
about. Like, does that lead us to a softer ending, or does that lead us to a more intelligent ending?
You don't like a soft ending?
No, we like happy endings.
Yeah, the soft ending is no good.
Yeah.
No,
That's the generations. Huh?
But I see what you're saying, man, and honestly, it probably is. I mean, people are not. They're not looking for controversy. They're not looking for to say what they just
Politically correct.
Yeah.
Get by, yeah.
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 And for me, I honestly think it's missing because when we grew up, and I think I'm in the same
Little
generation,
edge.
like people were becoming famous because they said what they feel, because they were against the institution, because they led either peace or war,
yes.
whatever it was,
Yeah.
but they had an agenda. Now people try not to have an agenda. The only agenda
A purpose.
now, the only purpose is to have followers.
Who are you thinking about when you say that? I think of like George Carlin. You know,
Hell
If
yeah.
I'm,
Bob
thinking, if I'm
Marley,
thinking rap,
Bob
Eminem,
Marley, man, big
Eminem.
ones. George
And-
Carlin, big ones. I mean, all of those guys. Why George Carlin was the biggest? Because he was saying the things the way they are,
Yeah.
whether you like it or not. He would paint it in your face, and people after their show, yeah, they were laughing, but they also had most of the time an epiphany, like, oh
Yeah.
my god,
he
Yeah.
was, he was
Pryor.
speaking the truth.
It was
he was
educating.
speaking. He was educated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I learned a lot, bro. I didn't
Yeah.
like. Well, he opened my eyes to how like, oh shit.
You don't think about it because you're just so used to living it.
Yeah.
And then he breaks it down so simple, and then you're like, damn, he's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
comedians, the other
yeah,
orators,
Yeah.
you know, MCs, rappers.
word.
What does humor do, right? When you laugh at something, the space that it gives anything, you know? So before you go full Joker
For the longest time,
or full Cat Williams.
for the longest time, you know, I used to watch the news and then fall asleep, and it used to do something to my soul. It used to ruin my soul. I used to feel bad, and then I started to watch only stand-up comedy before I go to sleep. I go to sleep with a smile, because it makes you take the world the way it is, but it puts a nice spin on it, and then you have a smile and you go to sleep. But at least I get the same news, I get the same education with a smile, because when you hear it on the news, it's so devastating, it's so
Doom and gloom.
demoralizing, it's so
When they all speak in that same
Dehumanized.
yeah.
monotone voice, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when George Carlin was talking about religion, and he was like, God is amazing, and God is this, and God is this, but somehow he always needs money. He always needs more money. And I mean, it's so true. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
George Carlin was definitely one of the.
There's an AI George Carlin special, bro, coming out.
No way.
Whoa. Wait, what?
Yes, there's an AI George Carlin special. The daughter fucking hates it, bro.
Oh,
the
I bet.
idea of it.
I
mean,
bet, yeah.
And
But-
then what's the small print? Is
Who's
this
running? Who's writing this?
Universal, Paramount?
I have no idea all the details,
Holy
Someone has to own his likeness,
How?
then, huh? To do that. huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
but it's terrifying. Only because I realized, like, okay, let's fast forward 50, 60 years, right? When it's all blurry and all muddy. What do you take from him that's true or not at that point? Because you're not gonna know. I listened to some Drake songs that fucking didn't even know wasn't Drake. You know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what? This is AI? So imagine the human part of it, like comedians, speech people, imagine Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
Somebody put out an AI version of
But
something
I
that he
think
never
he
said.
would say in 2024.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you have enough. All it is data collection. If I have enough Drake songs and lyrics and his vocal tone, a computer can.
So you just
emulate
go
it.
to ChatGPT and you say,
There's
Pass
a few
out the
steps to
song.
it. There's a few steps to it. Like, you know, you have ChatGPT write your lyrics however you command it. You can send it to another AI app that can turn your speech, your actual speech. Like, I would talk here and I could act like I sing a song, and then they put that into the voice of whoever you want it to be. Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and they'll take it, put it together. You can put lay it over a beat. It's done. It's a wrap. So we're in the beginning now, where it's still a little noticeable, but I give it like a few years and it's
Before
a
it-
wrap.
They can clear it up make it almost sound human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I was scared when they did hologram Tupac at Coachella.
Oh yeah, bro.
That, and this is me thinking broadly of how I view people's souls and your span in this present physical. It felt disrespectful.
Absolutely.
Right. Your body, your face, your voice. So, for the George Carlin, and we send each other AI shit all the time. And I was tripping out on one where, same thing, they had a different voice, but then they even put like in the style of another artist from another time.
Oh, yeah.
And
We had the Christmas song that did Yin Yang Tunes Get Low. So it was like a Frank Sinatra sing. Oh, ski, motherfucker! Like, what?
Like-
In the Christmas Carol.
Like, besides
crazy.
that, like, commodity of it, that being able to do cool shit like that, having George Carlin, I instantly like thought of Futurama with the heads in the glass thing.
Oh, in the jars.
Where they're dead, but just their heads there to like talk. Like, would we take AI opinion from George Carlin into public discourse?
Ugh,
Some
that's
will.
where we're at.
Well, because he'd have some truth, because he spoke truth from then.
yeah.
But then, you know, that's why.
Yeah,
like,
they would
who's
say
in the fine
based on
print?
what he always said,
This is
and
what
based
it-
on everything we gathered, this what he would say about that topic.
Right.
And then go argue.
Yeah, go argue.
That's why-
Do you love it? Like,
Yeah.
dislike? Damn.
That's why I think Elon bought Twitter. It's a whole bunch of dialogue from all kind of humans across a decade of just interactions.
Yeah.
And now he can figure out the algorithm of how people talk, because it's like resharing what is reposted, people actually responding to each other. Now he has all this information, and he can probably make a sentient AI out of that information that he gets.
Donated consciousness.
So you don't think that his real mission was to really create
Free speech. You gotta have a backup plan too.
You need a reason.
Yeah.
You need something. There's got to be something deeper than that. There's no way at $1 billion valuation of what, 8, 9,
Whatever
10
it
billion.
is.
You're there for just to help free speech.
So I
There's
think
got to be a back end to it.
That's what
to
I
make
think the
it worth
back end
it.
is.
Yeah.
First of all, he bought it for $44 billion.
44.
Second of all, it was about $10 billion more than what it was valued on the stock.
See, that's why even more I would think he had a game plan.
And more than that, he has about 250. So for him, he
Billion.
don't care. Billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He don't care. It's like you would spend right now, I don't know, $10,000 for something.
Okay.
You know, like he doesn't feel it in his day to day.
Yeah.
But he became the most talked about person in the world.
Yeah.
So then what has more value, right? How he pushes his money? He could be owning Twitter, X, whatever it's called, at a loss. Microsoft makes Xbox at a loss. We do freestyles for free. How you capitalize on it after
Yeah.
what you can draw from what they're putting out there.
Yeah.
Like, that's on you to go tax, you know?
Hawaiian Air was at a loss. Operating at a loss. Alaska
Yeah.
went and bought it because they want the whole clientele. You
Mm.
want everybody who has Hawaiian miles. You have this demographic of Hawaiian people. You have it on lock.
Yeah.
Let me buy your company, and then I can pitch all my stuff to you now.
Yeah. Then I can finally afford to fix
Yeah.
my doors on my
Yeah.
aircraft.
So a lot of businesses acquire other businesses for the Rolodex.
Yeah.
You know, like your information of like all the emails
all
you
about
right, all the
signing
contact.
information,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what is Twitter? Probably the biggest information of how people interact with each
Argue,
other.
yeah.
But I think also he for him it's just, and again I'm speaking out of my ass because I don't really know, but I'm just saying, I think, or I want to believe that the reason he did it is because he realized there's too many bots, and
Yeah.
he saw there's too much shit going on.
No. He realized there's too much shitty bots. He wants to make the ultimate one.
That could be, but just like he wasn't having it that there were all kind of different agendas being pushed.
Yeah.
And he said, once I take it private and it's not going to be public anymore, then I don't have my investors and I don't need to give them due diligence for everything I do, and then I don't need to have all the all the other shit, and I can actually pick and choose what I want and make it really a place where people can talk. But again, I don't know.
See, well, just like how you were saying, his billion to 10,000, like do the parallel of this purchase to like 1914, 1919. It'd be like making your own newspaper.
Well, that's what Steezy's gonna do. He's gonna buy the radio. Then he doesn't have to be limited, and now he can have his free speech or what he feels like.
Well, the radio only owns the space in the airwaves.
Yeah.
You're doing it now with this podcast, right? Conscious and sharing with people who have something valuable to share, and this will find its way and touch hearts, I think, in its way. But yeah, so he basically has his own place to place his advertisements if he wants, sell the algorithms to basically how people are emoting at, right? What's driving sales? What keeps you touching it, like actual touches, and then like a facial recognition. That's why it always feels like it hears you, right?
Oh, guaranteed.
I just said Taco Bell. There's Taco. It is,
Automatic.
bro. You signed it. You said yes, except when you got an iPhone, like it's not mysterious. You just gotta be able to navigate, and I feel like not make it a a need, I guess, for survival. Because to me, it's like you're still gonna need like all the natural materials to maintain going to space, shit to give us Wi-Fi to use a Twitter. Like it's just one app, There's always that too when you sign off. Like everything you've ever made on Twitter is Twitter's. When you're done, like you can't like rip it off Twitter, tell Twitter don't use it. You gotta own your own space. Have a .com, have a podcast, put it on your own avenues and shit. But that takes investing,
And that's our problem with the music side. Because now we gotta invest in the platforms and the pushing of the marketing, the videos, and all kind of X amount of other stuff that all the other artists have to do to become bigger artists.
But I think, especially locally, I think a lot of people like support you.
Oh yeah.
And whether it's Hungry Hawaiian, whether it's all the other Mean Hawaii, 808 Viral, all of those Instagram accounts, when you guys bust out any song, they all repost and share and stuff like that. I mean, you do get a lot of support, but I give you that. If you would do more, they would support more.
Okay, so for example, we do this every week, but we only make a video like once in a great while for it. So we do have like, if we had someone to do a video for each one we did, it'd just be consistent.
Yeah.
And then we'd gain a bigger following. Right now there's a space of like artists have hardcore fans. That's what we have right now. Then there's other people who buy followers, all right? So they'll have like 100,000 followers, but then you go to a show, how come only 10 people show up? Where we the opposite. We only post like, I don't know. If you look on the Angry Locals Instagram, there's probably like the last one is probably posted like a year ago, you know what I mean? But if we do a show, you know what I mean? Like a couple hundred people show up. But that's the space.
So
we're in right
who
now.
is the more business savvy on the team, or is there any business savvy person on the team?
The guy with the businesses.
well, then the other thing too is like, that's if we're talking just eating off a rap.
Yeah.
Which nobody else does, bro.
Yeah. Not even the big people are really eating off of. Like I watched the interview with TLC where they said they sold 10 million records and they went bankrupt. Because they broke down how much of that actual percentages of what they get paid, and it's like, damn, you only went home with like $400,000.
You even compare it to the local music scene.
Oh yeah,
the top dogs of the top dogs. Maybe a few. I would say, maybe five of Hawaii's artists are strictly living off their music, or maybe 10. Right? You would say
hard.
Maoli, Kolu.
Consistent, that's consistent, and that's consistent.
Mind you, these guys have smash albums.
And those two people are just splitting it between themselves. Now, if you take someone like a Rebel Soldiers or The Green, now that's 4 or 5 guys in a group. Now you got to split that. What if that song made $100,000, but you got to split it 5 ways?
But do you think anyone of The Green is having a second job, or they just do The Green?
I think
a lot of them
pretty good. But I know Rebels does, or like solo endeavors. Same like us.
Multiple hustles.
Like we haven't, as Ost described, like putting the chips in for where we see we can. We've went all in on ourselves, which is what's kept, like, I think the power of the group, like, polarizing and still impactful.
If we had to rely on music being, you know, our paycheck, ooh, that'd be hard.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Because maybe you would have been like pushing it because there is no other income. So you would push it, you would go, you would make shows, you would this, you would talk to this guy and that guy and this guy and that guy. I know I booked you guys one time and then you guys canceled like a week or two before because he double booked himself.
Yeah. But that's our biggest problem right
Could
now.
have been me or him. I'm glad it was
He was
him.
gambling out. He was like,
Oh shit!
what's on
To be fair, when I had the natural vibrations, this motherfucker didn't show up. Because he double booked himself.
Yeah, at the beginning stages. Now he got a better deal.
On the stage.
Man.
They're on
I
the stage, they're
apologize.
waiting. Yo, bro, where you at? And
No.
they can hear in the background, there's a party. What? No, I'm emceeing an event. Fuck out of here.
100%. I feel like if you gave us a year of what we can just do, survive, like, hey, buy us out. You don't gotta do radio. You don't gotta do gigs. I don't gotta DJ. And you just give us a year of focusing on, we would smash. Guarantee.
A year of like waking up and just being a rapper
and just being
all
a rapper.
day. We
got this far on 2 hours a week.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if you have a full commitment of 100% commitment, you know, the talent is there, the passion is there. Sometimes you need to take a risk.
And I feel like that's what groups like The Green, Maoli, they went 100% in.
Yeah.
And that's why the payout is where it's at now.
Yeah.
Even though that you know, that struggle of getting to that point, that's the part where everybody falls off. Because it's hard. I see groups break up all the time over the most smallest stuff, not even monetary, you know, it's just little things.
Yeah.
We just battle each other on a song and keep getting along.
That's also one way, but I'm just saying, you know, in the grand scheme of things, if you would give it 100%.
We're looking for the fourth member right now to handle everything we just talked about.
Ultra smart.
Yep.
Ultra dedicated.
Ooh, you just the list just went.
I can make a mean musubi, bro.
Very small. But that's the beauty part of, like, you know, going through this is now you know, we know now what we need.
Yeah.
And
now we can look for it.
True. But maybe this is also something, and again, I don't want to throw you under the bus, but like he said, if you're the guy with the businesses, because I saw you're DJing, you're doing this, you're producing, you're videoing, you also do great videos and recaps and whatnot. I mean, maybe you should.
Oh, I also gotta do the studio. I also gotta produce it. I also gotta write it. I also gotta mix it. So there's a lot of like knees in there. No. But yeah, I it's just how you divvy up your time in a day.
Yeah.
And that's how I'd be able to do a lot of things.
And I think we all took a shot at trying to do the rest of that other shit. And the other shit is not fun.
Yeah, that's
and
what it comes to.
What ends up
that's what it comes to.
What ends up happening though too, and then I felt it on my
Everything
side.
I do is fun.
Yeah, it takes away from the creativity. Because you start becoming fucking jaded and you start being irritated because I'm like, fuck, I gotta go back over here and okay, wait, check stock here, do this there, do that there. Oh, okay, well, I gotta do this. You know, and then you start stressing yourself out. And for me personally, I don't want to lose the love.
Yeah,
I don't want to lose the love.
You don't
want to
burn
show
out.
up to the studio and be like, fuck yeah, let's do this. And that's where the magic is.
Yeah.
Like,
See,
us enjoying it.
that just made me think though, and that could be why it's good that we don't eat off it.
Yeah,
You know, I'm thankful for all the ways I get to eat off it, but most of those, like, if it weren't for the notoriety of working with you guys, putting out freestyles, like, it wouldn't be as wide of a lane, you know, if it was just.
Because if we was eating off it, then you start getting angry. Locals, I love you, girl. This does not sound like them.
Yeah.
Fucking doo-wopping on the side.
This is what?
we will make a country song with Jelly Roll though.
Yay, let's go.
Yeah.
But I think that's what the freestyles have opened up to. Like, not just hitting boom bap raps every time. Sometimes what inspires us is like what beat we chose. You know, like the song will be hitting or popular,
and it's always good to have like a second opinion too, because like I remember at one time we was doing full on rap songs on High 93, a reggae station, and his boss would be like, can you do some reggae songs? You know what I mean? And then we was like, oh, okay, let's choose some reggae songs that kind of we can still rap on.
Like, why don't you guys choose, like, let's say, for example, let's choose a more international topic or more of an American topic, not necessarily a local topic. I know you guys are the angry locals, but being an angry local, it means that you're just, focusing on the local issues. If you are angry local, but an angry local exists everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
So you are also an angry local of United States of America. And I am a true believer that if you would do a rap song that is touching more global issues, more issues that other people can relate to, then it could be that the reach would be exponentially higher. Because if you guys focusing only on local, and from the local only the people that like that kind of rap or this kind of hip hop or whatnot, then so it's a niche of a niche of a niche of a niche, and you're actually shortening and your reach. But if you go United States, Biden, elections, Ukraine, fucking whatever you can throw in there, I truly believe that with your talent and with the word you guys put together and the word you make it come across, there might be a chance that a lot of people would, dig it like big time, and then it can get viral even bigger. And sometimes in the United States, this is what you need to understand. You only need 2-3 virals.
Oh yeah, 100%.
If you would be in France, fuck that. Europe, fuck that. But America, you just need 1-2 virals. I mean, how many people do you know?
You're still talking about the Hurricane Fisherman.
There you go. There you go. Let me give you a better. I'm a scat man. Diggity bum bum bum. You remember this song?
He
had one.
Yeah.
One.
No. Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah, we're at the stage where in our artistry where yes, we've catered to our now. I've been telling them all the time. Yeah, now we got to do that. Now the next step is the beyond our circle.
And to be honest with you, if I wouldn't think you guys have the talent and have the capability, I wouldn't be even putting it out there. But I do think that I'm confident that you have the talent, and I'm confident you have the ability to do it. So,
I like the challenge. That's why we all battle rappers. Now we got to come up with one song.
No, I appreciate that too. Yeah. I think just for me too, how I've been thinking of it and like sticking it out, is that like there's already people doing that for those places and for America that there isn't for us, and that the niche of the niche, that when the trends, and like I feel like we've been part of a wave of more viral freestyle type rapping. Like there's people that will just have a video going and they'll make a whole song watching the video with like choruses and verses and everything. I seen a dude that does like straight boom bap. He went viral because he did a blurb on Lahaina, and he got caught up in the Hawaii stuff. Shoots like in his library, tight, dope MC. But that's his. That's for who that is, and I think we've always been so like natural vibes, island reggae, like genres that we choose to fit in to express what is considered success through which mediums and like who catches on or what audiences. Like that's something me getting older I'm like less and less concerned with. I'm more concerned with that it stays true, stays genuine, and I'm doing it with my friends.
So how to balance that?
Yeah, because a lot of when you're dealing with, especially if you're trying to deal with issues, whether it be political or whatnot, you gotta remember that you're choosing a hill to die on. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go out there and you're gonna say something like, granted, like let's say, fuck Biden, or like you go out there and choosing, you're gonna choose to die on that hill. What if we don't know? We're not there. He's a terrible man. He's an old man from what we see. But that's not something that I even give a shit about. You know what I mean? Because he has done nothing here to benefit or affect us.
He gave $700 for the Lahaina families.
Yeah, so fuck him, bro. We got weed. That's the thing. And what I like
But
about
local
that,
politicians will rip those fuckers.
yes, you know what I mean? Like,
Out there.
that's the shit that we can fucking touch.
Well,
that
you get
we can
receipts
deal
for
with.
them, a lot of them, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that those are, again, when it comes to, especially a lot of the issues that we do talk about, for me, it's like, okay, am I willing to die on this particular hill? You know what I mean? Because it all starts with Mauna Kea. Like, for me, like, because I was like, shit, this is heavy. It's about to go down. Am I gonna die on this hill? Will I die here?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, I will die.
Everybody
here.
else is.
Yeah,
Everybody
fuck it,
else
it's my
decided.
people,
Yeah,
I would die here.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at things like Ukraine and that stuff, fuck, it sucks, bro. It does suck. You know, especially Ukraine is weird. Ukraine is super weird. What really sucks is how much money that Biden from America has given them and all that jazz. But fuck, I don't even trust American politics to begin with. You know what I
saw
mean?
that we're the most corrupt state of the
Yeah, we got
union?
voted, yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
Fucking number one,
Number
baby.
Welcome.
Number one.
Thank you,
Most corrupt state.
thank you, brother David.
Yeah.
You know brother David, huh? Brother David. Yeah.
David who?
Yeah.
There you
Brother
go.
Josh, you know brother Josh? Brother Josh. Brother Josh.
You know, I think it was Brock Cruz on he did on Instagram or one of them. He said, first was the rail, and now they're doing the 30 million bike route from Waipahu or Waianae to. You heard about that?
No.
They're gonna do a bike route.
They just spend money on whatever.
$30 million to do a bike route. So he was asking, you know, Brock Cruz on.
Oh, yeah.
So he was
Oh,
asking
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
who the fuck is riding a bike? It's like, what? I ride a bike. What? From where to where? Like, who the fuck is riding a
For that
bike?
far? Yeah,
that
yeah,
far
yeah,
from
yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, we have so many other issues that we need to address before we do a fucking bike ride. Who are the fucking, like, fooling, man?
It's making the drug trafficking easier, you know. So,
Hey.
you know, it's just like fuck, you gotta
Get
get
on your
that
bike.
plug, bro. I'm there. Electric bikes,
Electric
are
bike.
fucking quick as hell. Yeah.
Delivery.
Yes. Imagine dropping off your fucking drugs. Hey, bro, can I get like a charge real quick? I gotta go back Waianae. Gotta plug in.
But just you to know, I just want to finish this topic about the mainland shit. You know, sometimes because it is your passion, like you guys look at it and you say, oh, it's our passion, we don't want to ruin the passion. I look at it from the other side, say, it is your passion. Expand on the topic. You might be able to monetize, accumulate funds, make some money, make some extra income while you do your passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to die on the hill for Biden. You don't have to die on the hill of fucking Ukraine. But there are things that are
Make a song that's just a song in general
Generalized.
that's beyond Hawaii. Yeah.
correct. Just look at where people go. Whether it's and then again, do you want to die on this hill about transgender and what the whole thing and sports and if they can compete and not compete? But it's a topic.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys have your
I
opinion.
think Dave Chappelle took care of that.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, there's so many topics where it's not necessarily political,
Yeah.
but it's things that are happening.
Yeah, accessible for other audiences.
Yeah, and I mean, it's and you have opinions,
Yeah,
and
but
that's
the-
okay.
But it's great to talk about them, but songs make them forever. It makes your specific opinion. Regardless of if you change it a year later and you learn something, like be like, oh, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll go the other way.
You know, like how they
It's
take
forever.
You know, like how they take old tweets for like celebrities. They
Yeah,
bring them up.
yeah.
That's what it is. It's kind of like an old song. Like, yo, you remember you said this in 2024? I was like, but that's not how I feel now. But damn.
It's fucking crazy. I gotta walk around, okay? I did a song back when I was like 21. I'm fucking 41 right now, okay? I did a fucking song about scrapping. I swore about 100 times on a song. Fucking feeling on top of the world, thinking I could lick anybody writing this song. Nana Cooley's the greatest fighters in the universe. Come fucking bang with us. Let's go. We're all fucking hyped. 21 years old on a street, bouncing around. And now I gotta walk around into fucking other neighborhoods. Not sure, thinking of somebody looking at me like,
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah.
fucking, you don't look like you going chin neck could take this right, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta live with it forever and ever.
And that's what I mean about being in your hood.
Yeah. Because in our hood, that's how we felt.
And then you got beyond that song, got beyond the hood, and now it's just like, oh, I gotta kind of fuck, I gotta walk around with security now.
It fucks me up every time somebody comes up to me. Hey,
You the guy from
you sing
Bloodline.
Bloodline. Huh? I'm like, fucking shit. Is this gonna be a nice handshake? Is this gonna be a right handshake?
Yeah.
Like, so
they shot Nipsey in his own hood, you know?
Yeah.
like songs live forever, bro.
That's well said. You know, songs live forever.
So you know how you say being politically correct? We gotta be like musically correct.
Yeah.
When we make a record, we gotta make sure, okay,
Right.
how far does
like,
this go?
And die on the hill of like your own honesty,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
You know what I mean?
I see that with a lot of Hawaii rappers I work with. If they're posting it on their page, it's all love. Once they send it to Hungry Hawaiian,
Ooh.
now you see the comments from people who don't know you, who don't care about you, and they just see how they'll just eat you up.
You know
Yeah.
who's a real good rapper that I really, really look up to, and I think, and he did get the Nahoko Hano Hano Awards, Punahele.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
And fucker is just busting him out, and he's telling everybody, like,
Yeah.
he's telling it the way it is, and he still got the Nahoko Hano Hano Award.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
And he is, but he's not performing too much.
Well, he's got a kid. He's
He
got
lives Big Island too, I think.
Yeah.
Big
yeah,
Island.
yeah.
He's got his degrees. I think he's like finishing up another one and like tending land up there, Big Island.
Yeah.
But I'm so proud of that young man.
Yeah, this guy, the
He
first time
speaks his truth,
yeah, he speaks his truth.
and he's out in. You know, if he's gonna talk to Mauna Kea, he's out there camping in Mauna Kea, soaking in the information.
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna.
He was the first 5 people up there.
Yeah.
Man, you know when I first met this guy, so I go downtown, and I went to the it was right after the Nahoko Hano Hano Awards. He got the award, and then they had an after party. There were maybe 20 people in the after party. I was in downtown in a place, and Lino was DJ, and he took the mic and he started to do some songs. And I'm like, what the? This guy's Hawaiian. He's from here. He's singing like the what the?
Hell
Like
yeah.
this is real shit. He's talking about,
Trapped out.
Yeah,
bruh. I'm like,
plenty
what?
mana in that menehune right now.
The mana is like
Yeah.
fucking everybody's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit.
His story is legit too, man. Like I feel like he's a generation under us.
Yeah.
You know, they came up in a Honolulu that was just as, you know. And then what did we really get to affect other than like, if you love this shit,
Yeah,
it might save you. You know,
Yeah.
it'll take you to the places for you to discover what you're missing. You know, apply yourself to things that are bigger than you. Yeah, and
What
I
I
wish
like-
I was him when I
Yeah.
grow up.
Yeah.
Everything, bro, from how he dressed to the hokus,
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
how he told him about his homies buying his shirt. Like my homie gave me money to buy this shirt for Walmart. Had his backpack on at the hokus.
With the same old boots? Was they rock them same old boots?
And it was so real. They didn't tell him about it. You know, I was like, bro, Puna. Like,
You know what I like about him? Every time I seen him perform, 100% perform.
yeah.
Me, because me on the other side, if there's 10 people, you're going to get the 10 people me. You know what I mean? You get me performing.
10 people
the
me.
10 people be like, nah, 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 nah. 1,000 people, oh, I'm up there, I'm jumping around, giving you all that. That's how he is everywhere, and I appreciate
Hey,
his
that
love
says a
for
lot
it.
about
Yeah,
you, though.
yeah,
Oslo.
yeah.
I mean, that's not okay. I'm
I
telling
pick
you
and
straight
choose, bro. I
up.
pick and choose.
I'm telling you straight up.
I got a crazy story like on that too. Like this past First Friday in Chinatown, Hannibal Buress pulled up. And he asked to grab the mic, and I recognized him before he said who he was, and like my brain melts. I just handed the mic, you do whatever the fuck you want. And he rapped, and I didn't know he had like a rap project that he was working on. Smashed it. He ends it with some jokes like about, hey, I've been seeing the art around town, and like you guys need to stop drawing paintings of the ocean, okay? Like, just stop. And then there was like a moment in me where I was like, freestyle about what he's saying.
Yeah.
Freestyle. I bitched out. Yo, I wasn't ready. Like I was so like, it's fucking. He's hilarious to me. His writing's hilarious. I'm a fan from his stand up to like the stuff that he does for what is that, Broads or New York Girls Jewish. Anyway, right after I make a break, we take a break. instead of going right up and like saying what's up, he's at the bar. I go to the bathroom like a bitch, try to like get confidence. Go up to the bar to say what's up to him. He's talking to someone else, so I wait. When he turns around, like, you know, I have this fan energy, and I want to say like I'm a fan and name some shit. Like, he deads all of that, hits me in the chest and goes, "Hey, you got to move around up there. You stay still, they stay still. You sound good, man, but you got to pull that mic off that mic stand." Younger me, you know, even now, there's all kind of like, you know where the fuck you at? Like, every first for the last 10 years
That's
of my
the comfort.
goddamn.
That's the comfort.
All I said was, "I got you." He stayed for the second set. I rocked out, like pulled the mic off the mic stand and like took it as a sign of respect. Other than we didn't have to do the pleasantries. We didn't have to.
Yeah.
And then the next day he was with the homie Ted Olivero making beats and like, yeah. So that was like a moment of that, like 10 or 10,000, like not to rest. Like if you love it, keep showing you love it and how you express it. And
I think the best performers are the ones, you know, that give all they can because that's who they are, because they go all in, because it's the passion, because of this is what they want. They don't need to get the vibe or the adrenaline or the energy from the crowd. They give the crowd, and if they give the crowd the 10 people, trust me, they're going to be another 10, another 20, another 15 coming in. And I can see that with my own place. So shout out to the gallery Waikiki. You know the performers start at 8, but most of the people that go to dinner at that time, right? So when they come out, it's around 9. You cannot start at 9 because if you start at 9, the place is not full. People are not going to come in. So you have to start at 8. So most of the performers from 8 to 9, they dealing exactly with what you said. And there's 10 people, but they have to give the full show. Because if they're going to be like giving the half-assed, those 10 people that stay in, they're going to leave. And then the night will not ignite. So they have to go all in, do the best they can, and sure enough, like clockwork, you know, like fucking well-oiled machine. Thank God, it gets full. And by 10 o'clock, I can show you right now the videos. If you check our story, the Gallery Waikiki, every night, this guy knows. You've been there every time you're filming it. But you know, the beginning is like slow, and then suddenly you're like, what the fuck, 9:30, bro. Everybody's like, till like 12.
Yeah.
So, you know, as a performer, this is your commitment. You have that name above your head. Performer, perform. That's how I believe. And always give your 100%. I mean, that's how, you know, I see it, because by the end of the day, you don't know who is your crowd. It could be the guy that is looking for someone. It could be the guy that is gonna take you, say, yo, I want you for my fucking wedding. I want you for my fucking club. I want to hire you. I want to.
That's your live resume.
Yo, every night I have people. Approaching my
Entertainers.
my entertainers.
Yeah.
Every night.
Yeah.
The owner of Lulu's, like, came.
Poach one of you guys.
Yeah, even my employees, you know, my
Yeah.
bartenders, because my bartenders, and you know, everybody's dancing and having a good time, and bro, really good energy. So he's like, yo, I love that energy. You guys want a job? How much you get paid over here? How much you make? I can pay you more. I'm like, dude, I'm sitting right here, bro.
Damn.
But I don't look like an owner. This guy is like white, old, white hair, like, you know, button-down shirt, Ralph Lauren. You know, I don't look like one
You blend in.
owner, you know. But so he didn't even pay attention to me, even though I sit there. He's like, whatever.
Jeez.
I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
some respect, buddy.
I know, yeah. What a Lulu-loser. It's different though. Like sometimes, like I think I get where Osa's talking about. Like, you're not yelling at 10 people, you know, when you're performing, because it can get hype. Rap is such a interesting, like, when you're performing, it's a give and take with your crowd. So if you're vibing and everybody's on a chill vibe of head bobbing, okay, then that's where we're at. With 10 people, you can head bob. With 10 people, you can't get your fucking hands up, hands up. You know, it's really tough, yeah. So I see that. I get where that.
Like, I think that's the emceeing part, right?
Yeah.
You got to move a crowd, whether it's the 10 people or 100 or 1,000 people. Yeah.
That's where like banter comes in, and you know, a lot of the in betweens.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, what we're really, really, really good at.
Yeah.
That space in between, the transitions,
Because we don't plan it like we don't plan it to a T.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the experience, like points between the three of us,
Yeah.
for the 10 to like 10,000 too. we got
I get
covered.
shocked. You know, sometimes we do a show. I'm like, oh shit, that was good. I like
Yeah,
that.
that was
Oh shit, we might have to use that for the next show. You know?
Hey, your last show was you invited me for the last show. Was in the Hawaiian Brian's, no?
Was that our last show?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Because we got offers, but we can't ever commit to it because one of us at least has something.
Yeah.
But the
And-
Hawaiian Brian's was like sick. It was like popping.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody,
Yeah.
all the who's and who's was
I
there.
think that was
all
COVID
the
times, too.
rappers.
That's right,
It
yeah.
looked like a Steezy fucking chapter party.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
like
Yeah.
rapping.
Yeah.
Steezy Supreme.
Yeah,
Everybody's
yeah.
like decked out. Everybody's like cool. I was like, yo, why don't you do it every other fucking month, bro?
Yeah, it's just we're in a weird position because
We should though.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Man, the people look so
A
good.
monthly?
Nah, not a monthly.
man.
Not
haven't,
monthly,
thought
but
of
at
it like
least
a month
quarter.
in a
At
while.
least quarter.
Quarter, once a quarter.
Once a quarter.
Yeah,
I mean,
just have
we
to-
definitely have all the places. Like, we can go to gallery whenever we want. Yeah. But the hard part is we all do weddings, and those weddings is committed like 6 months in advance. So it's
Yeah.
like trying to find that date right now.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what we should do first. Go in our calendars and be like, okay, what's
I'm
the
free a lot
date?
of February, bro. So February is a good month
Lock
for me.
in a date.
We probably gotta do it like how we do the freestyles, bro. Just like
Find a date.
What's
Fucking
Find a
Block
date
block it
ahead
out.
of time, block it out. Yeah.
make
For
it a
real.
month.
Yeah.
And honestly, you know
Love
what?
it.
I would be even willing to do it on the pool deck, like back in the day when I offered you guys to do it on the pool deck, where we can have like 400 people, 500 people. I had the Common Kings, I had the Green, I
Yeah,
had the
yeah.
Who's and Who's,
Yeah.
Natural Vibes. I had everybody up there. I'm telling you, if you guys come in and we do it some cool ass hip hop rap like OG shit, I'm telling you, the thing gonna blow up.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming
And-
soon.
Yeah.
And also to perform in Waikiki with the Royal Hawaiian Pink Hotel
Running
behind
back,
you.
yeah.
I mean, dude,
Yeah.
just for the content, just
Yeah.
for the memories, just for the history, just to show Irie, look at Daddy. Frick.
Yeah, that's the
Telling
point we're
you.
kind of you got to get into now. It's like everything. If it's not filmed, this didn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
happened.
Trust me, while you perform, I will be making sure that I bring someone to
Okay,
film
there
you
we go.
guys.
Oh, deals now.
Yes.
I always got to find somebody. Yeah.
You know, actually, who is really, really good, who is also a DJ and really, really good at doing videos? Hapa Boy.
Oh yeah, he's been on it. Yeah, he's been
Bruh.
on it. Yeah, he's done a music video for us.
Yup.
Dude,
Yeah,
this
locals-
guy is
locals
talented
only.
like there's no tomorrow, and he flies his drone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bruh, his shots are for real. When he videos a party, you're like, wait, was that same party?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
that was the same event that I had this Friday. What the fuck? Oh, this is it.
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm telling you.
That's
He's
the
like Puna Hella, like the DJ version.
yeah, yeah,
Came up in it, like in Hawaii.
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah. The
Yeah.
promoting scene, you know.
Yeah.
Stayed passionate.
Yeah.
But then, like, and I'll say this, like, same like O's, has had to find the other avenues to stay useful and
Yeah.
make a living and create, you know.
That's the beef me and him have against the DJ community is how you gonna pay someone the DJs, does the video, does the marketing, has the most social media, the same price you're gonna pay some rookie kid that just picked up a controller 2 weeks ago and has like 100 followers. You know, because in the space of the DJ world right now is we just need a DJ. We don't care who it is. The set price is $100 an hour. Boom. And then we're like, bro, but we gotta do all the work.
Yeah.
This guy just come in, clock out, and he's gone, you know? So that's what we're trying to push for.
Well, you know, also us as the Gallery Waikiki, we're trying to push for you know, cultivate more musical culture and just give more a platform for people to perform and to do their thing. So I don't know if you know, but we have a DJ competition. We had the first one last year. We have the second one this year. This year we have a $2,000 grand prize. It's 22.
The first one was with Tech, right?
Yeah, yeah.
let's
So-
go.
No, he was judge or he was
Well,
he won?
no, he's a judge.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Tech, Hapa,
And
and
Taco,
Jimmy
yeah.
Taco,
Yeah, yeah.
they're the judges. But we have everybody competing just for shits and giggles. They didn't understand how serious we take it. So most of the who's and who's, they got canceled because they're like, I just gonna do it like half-ass and whatever. Because
ask Oates now, how come we
you're
never
out.
battle?
You know,
How come we never battle, Oates?
I'll probably win. That's why.
I think it was the Tuesday you had a gig.
Oh no, I gig every Tuesday, but.
but I'm just
We gotta
saying.
run it
No,
back.
I'm gonna say.
This year, Oates is
I'm
coming.
gonna say. This is on tape.
Battle.
I think
battle,
I need another glass of tea for this one.
People who's won the Red Bull competitions, the DMC competitions, the Mai Tai battles, all these big DJ,
There's only like 4, bro.
There's only one thing.
Say their names, cuz.
they came to me to do their sets. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Well, because the
Google's
DJs.
who won the Red Bull battle.
Well,
Google's
'cause-
who won the
Hey,
Mai Tai
nobody
battle.
recorded it. Nobody knows.
No.
Okay, you gotta record yourself making them.
No, it's not.
Until
I
then,
didn't,
you
I
gotta
didn't
go
make
battle.
their mixes. But they come to me because I have a certain skill set that no other DJs really have. Because all the DJs we have in Hawaii are just DJs.
Right, they don't
You just
produce.
play shit.
Yeah.
I produce stuff. Therefore, you want to come to me because I can produce you a remix. I can produce you a blend that nobody else heard before. Because if you want to win a
Produce you a
DJ
break.
competition, exactly. When you want to win a DJ competition, you got to play something that nobody else is playing.
Yeah.
So you got to create it. And these guys don't know how to create. And that's why they come to me. And that's why I don't enter these DJ competitions, because I already know I'll blow the fucking shit out of y'all. Y'all.
See? So it sounds like you should battle.
So what he's saying is make the grand prize $3 grand and he's
No,
there.
no, no.
Yes, that's exactly what he's saying too. Throw in a DJ belt.
The reason...
Then you can show me
Hey, there is a belt. There is a belt.
The belt. Okay, the belt.
Hey, there is a belt. There is a belt.
The reason...
You gotta bring that
No,
belt
okay.
back to over here, bro.
Okay, the biggest reason I don't do it is it's very time consuming. That's why.
Okay.
It's for me to make these mixes means you guys not gonna have a fucking freestyle Friday. You know what I mean? For the whole month.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, that's all it is.
No, but I'm
It's
just
time
saying. I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
say it for you to compete. God
No, no, no,
forbid.
no, no,
I'm
no,
just
no.
saying. I
I
know
love
you're way
competition.
bigger than
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
but
no.
I'm just saying. You know,
Not
we're,
even bigger.
We're trying to do the best we can to have that DJ and put them on the spot and be like, yo, you're not just pushing buttons.
Yeah.
You want to call yourself a DJ?
Yeah.
Come prove it. Come to the competition. We
Yeah.
have 22
Okay.
competitors.
That's
and
hip hop.
and
you
do
know
the
what I mean?
fucking mixes.
And the cipher don't lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
This is where
yes,
Oates is different.
yes.
Oates is different.
Okay.
This is where Oates is different.
This is
If
different.
this were a rap thing, Oates would have jumped in head first.
No, no.
But it's a DJ thing. It's almost like Oates' second language, if you will. Right? That's like
No,
someone
see-
going in just learning Spanish, got a battle in Spanish.
See, if someone told me you need this DJ competition
Just
to
say you
be
gotta train,
solidified,
bro.
no.
Come gallery.
I don't know what the other
Dun,
DJs
dun,
are,
dun,
but I'm
dun,
probably the
dun,
most
dun.
booked DJ in Hawaii.
Nah, no doubt.
You know what I mean?
I know you're busy.
I DJ
just, like,
6
see
days
you,
a week. You
roll
know,
some heads.
So my thing is like, fuck, I gotta do so much gigs already.
You ready? This is my
I
ultimate.
leave it for the people who enter this battle because they need the gigs.
This is my dream battle, okay?
They need the gigs.
This is my
You heard it here
ultimate.
first.
Yeah,
This is my ultimate DJ dream battles right here. Like
Okay,
dream
uh-oh.
battles of all dream battles. Solution versus Jammy. Okay. I like to see Oates versus Hobble Boy. I need Paco and Tech to plan how they want to showcase.
What they've been doing.
They won't really like that. They're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah.
like
Yeah.
smash, but
Yeah.
I feel like for the wider culture, the DJ culture, they need to see us in this kind of discourse. You know?
Yes.
Like and that's how like battle rap and how we
Oh,
met
yeah,
each
yeah,
other.
yeah.
Like and like I said, if this was a rap battle, Oates would head first before I would.
No, you know,
I'm getting all them like
I actually started rap battle to only battle people I felt like weren't rappers. I felt like I was the gatekeeper between you want to be a rapper, you gotta go through these. To me, these two were the rappers. Like if you can't even beat me, you can't beat these guys. There's no way. So I felt like that was my job. It's like no. You beat me first, then you can get to the next guys after.
there were times
Yeah,
like when we first started too where someone would come up, both of our mouths would be watering, and he'd be like, okay, Joe, get both. He's gonna get it.
Yeah. Cause he would see this is the killer. You know what I mean? He always wanted who. Who that? He said
Why,
he can
why
rap.
wouldn't we do a freestyle open not open mic but like a freestyle competition at the gallery?
Oh, that'd be good too, but I just don't know
Freestyle
who
rap
now.
battles.
You know what it is? I
Talk
think
about it.
we live in an era of social media now.
Yeah.
Now that shit lives on forever. You know what I mean?
And again, like we were saying earlier, like I was worried, like what I was worried about
This is good.
are people afraid
Right.
to clash.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
There's not, nobody wants to ruffle feathers.
yeah.
Nobody wants to get egos hurt or feelings hurt, etc. Yada yada. There's no swords against swords anymore. Let's collaborate. Let's be friends.
Yeah, people have like their
Like-
careers on the line.
No,
Like,
no,
my SoundCloud career's on the line.
not even that. A real career. Somebody messaged me and said, "Can you please take down my rap battle versus you because I'm trying to get a job and I don't want them to look me up and find this." That's how that's that's where we're at. We're like, if we do a freestyle battle, if someone does horrible or says something cancelable,
a scene though? Is there like people that do it though?
I don't know. Yeah, there's guarantee.
We were like
Yeah.
nurturing that from
Yeah.
like shepherding the MCs and throwing battles at places.
But then that was an era too where it was really hungry.
yeah,
Now I don't know how hungry these MCs are.
rap battling.
That's
as
like a
whole,
DJ competition. You know, like you enter this competition, you solidify now. Now you're gonna get more jobs because you can add this on your resume. That's kind of how it was in the battle rap world. But now it's like, I don't need that for battle. I can do this shit in my house.
Yeah.
Upload it myself. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. They just do it and then they upload it and then they can. Yeah.
You ain't gotta check my chain. You know what I mean, right? Like,
Just look in the picture. It looks good in the picture. Just don't hold it.
Too light. Too
yeah,
light.
yeah.
Hey, but for us, I truly believe that, I only live here since 2007, so it's about 16, 17 years. But I traveled the world, and I lived almost everywhere in the world, whether it's Europe and Germany for 5.5 years, whether it's New York, LA, and I always was intrigued by the culture, by the hip-hop culture, by the fashion, by the shoes.
Everywhere you went?
Yeah. And everywhere I went is different, though. It's different culture, different scene, different, But, for example, New York, there's every night there's
The
something
Mecca.
going on.
Yeah.
Every night there's like this and that and DJ battle and freestyle battle and this battle and a performance and a show and reggae and I really, really try to bring it back into Hawaii. And I know it's an uphill battle, and I know it's hard, but I want to create that scene where there's a lot, where it's not just island reggae, where it's not just hip hop, where it's not just the district get bottles. It's a lot from everything. It's art, it's singing, it's freestyling, it's DJ competition. Steezy was a judge in one of the bartending competition that we did. I think
comedy roast battles.
comedy
good,
roast
yeah.
that should be good, and we were supposed to have one, but everybody chickened out. We had like 18 people that wanted to be part of it,
And no.
and
We
then
should start with that list for the rap battle.
and then
Does
one
anyone rap?
guy said no, and then the other guy said no, because a lot of them are like comedians on Instagram.
Not live.
Not live.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
are the ones that film themselves. So when we proposed it to them, everybody was in. But when the time passed, then it was like time to perform. Everybody's like, "Look, I'm not sure I'm going to participate. I didn't have enough time. I didn't prepare. I didn't prepare my shit." And then it just felt.
Same with DJs.
yeah,
DJ competition, you got to prepare for that.
it takes
Yeah, it's a
cultivation, like
Yeah.
for any kind of performance arts like that. Like we've been doing, again, for the MC side, cultivating. You gotta stick with the artist, talk to them, and you gotta show them paths of possibilities, encouragement.
Yeah.
Give them strength. It's a lot. Even when it comes to the comedy scene, like the comedians themselves, like there's cultivation within themselves. Somebody's there doing it every week and making sure they talk to them and give them the feelings. For social media guys, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But I want to say, I appreciate people like you that have this passion to open up everything, because we need people like you.
Yeah.
Because we don't, as artists, we don't have a space where we can do this kind of stuff. When we was doing this, it was underneath the bridge at Ice Palace. You know what I mean? Everybody show up on a Sunday night and we just go freestyle, blah, 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 until I started working at Shack, and the owner of Shack was like, hey, I want that over here. And he would give us the venue for free. Because if we would try to do it venues, but bro, if we got to spend $1,000 on the venue, like, bro, we're not making any money. You know what I mean? But it was like, you know, someone like him, shouts to Brendan at Shack back in the day, but he gave us that venue, that space. Like, you want to give that space to artists that, hey, do your craft here.
Yeah, I think that's what it takes.
Yeah.
That's what it takes to let the people do their craft. You guys, if you guys...
In Waikiki, too.
In Waikiki. I'm a true believer that if you have a passion for something, you just need to have the right person to open the door for you. Because you have already the passion, you have the talent, you have everything it takes. Yeah. Now you just need a platform to perform.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, then it's kind of...
Right. You got to stay ready.
Yeah.
You got to stay ready. So you don't have to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You got to bang that, bro. We started on Waikiki streets. Battling fucking Randalls.
That was the thing. I used to always see these guys, a drummer, right, just posted up on the corner, breakdancers, and MCs all night. Yeah. Wild days.
That was our generation. You know, you had to really throw yourself into it to get anywhere with it. Like, we went to Tower Records and would write down songs on the back of CDs to burn CDs to rip off the internet at the time. Like, you had to love it.
Yeah.
You know who started on Kalakaua? Anuhea.
Wow.
Did she?
Yeah.
Wow.
She was with the guitar.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Just jamming?
Just jamming.
Damn, her?
Yeah.
Damn, I would not expect that from her.
Yeah, I thought she was a little more bougie than that. Like,
I thought she was more anxiety kind, like, I cannot do this just out in the public.
Yeah.
Oh, that's respect right there.
Another person, Taimana Gardner.
Taimana is the truth.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the real, like, being a, you know, like the subway performers, the street performers. That's
yeah. For someone
skills.
to see you and be like, oh, what you're doing is great. Come, let me give you, you know, a record, not a record deal, but let's get you into the studio. Let's record something. You know, you have a talent. You know, there's over 17,000 people crossing the Kalakaua back and forth every night.
17,000?
Oh yeah, because there's like 50, 60 that come in a week.
Holy shit!
That's a trip.
Yeah.
I think 56 is on the low season.
On the low season. Yeah. See, there's a lot of people that just come into.
Yeah. Back in the day when the Japanese was coming, bro.
Yeah.
High season, bro. You're talking about 200.
Oh, let's go.
So how's it? The business is doing?
Good, man.
Yeah?
I mean, you know, we're gonna close the gallery soon.
Oh yeah, when is that?
We were supposed to do only 3 months, man, and now we're there already for 27 months.
Oh, so it's on a month to month?
We're on a month to month. Probably going to be there for another 4 or 5 months.
Now we have
Till
to.
April, May. We are opening up another gallery, but you know, we're still in the permitting process, and that's why I'm so passionate about the DPP, and I'm always getting mad. because
they fucking irritating your life.
Right, it's like I'm telling you, common sense is not common.
No.
Yeah.
They don't. You know that in order to build a bar, a counter, you have to go through zoning. What has zoning to fucking do with a fucking bar?
Counter? Wow.
Now,
so you have to get permitted inside a structured building.
For
a bar.
Now let me tell you more than that. Because the hotel was built in 1972,
Oh, yeah.
and it's over 50 years. It's 51 or 52 years already. It's considered as a historic. Whatchamacallit.
So you can't do any renovations?
No, it just needs to go through another
step.
Another step.
Oh my god.
So you're talking about 8 months of permits if I'm lucky. So
if BJ Penn was in office, would be 8 days.
Yo, we had Joe Kent over here. Yeah, Joe Kent went to see. He was kind of analyzing the DPP issues and kind of breaking it down. And he was saying, yo, they can outsource it. They can every time it's backlogged for like 8, 9, 10, 12 months. They can outsource a company that can, you know, crank and just take half of it off, just do their own, and they don't have to rely on only the people that work in the DPP.
Yeah, he went to Georgia, Brian, and asked them.
Yeah?
He's like, how long is your backlog? And
It's
then
like,
they
what?
looked,
What the fuck is a
it was like,
backlog?
ooh, we're kind of busy. We're super stacked right now, so maybe about 2 days. I was like, bruh.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, and also the
Number one corrupted state.
yeah.
Well, the issue, like, what we learned is the laws, yeah?
Yeah.
The big issue is that there's laws upon laws upon laws upon laws, all laws for little things, and for laws in that little thing, in that space and time, it all starting to backfire. And it's hard to remove a law.
Yes, yeah,
So what
yeah.
you're saying is, like, all these little fucking things that people got envelopes for back in the day,
Yeah.
it's fucking shooting everybody in the ass right now.
Ooh, they didn't care. It was just the envelope back in the day. That's why.
time
They
out.
didn't care about the future. I
But-
think that's the problem with Hawaii in general. Is we're not looking like 50, 100 years.
Well, we're built on. I always say this too.
Yeah.
We're built on corruption because the idea of Hawaii being a state within the United States is not real, and
So
that's
built-
why it's built on corruption. Because the very idea of the annexation is not real. There's no paperwork, etc. Yada yada. The overthrow, all of that. That's the root of the state of Hawaii. Imagine the roots of something is a guy coming over with a warship and fucking imprisoning a queen with his, his hui
Bayonet
of guys,
Constitution.
right? His whole
Yeah.
group, gang of guys, and basically bullying the country, which Hawaii was a country, it still is. So this idea of state of Hawaii is built on that, the very root of it. So that's why it still exists to this day. It's just what grew out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It grew a whole fucking garden of weeds.
Do you guys ever get anybody on the podcast?
Well, Native Hawaiians.
Like a specialist kind of in that.
Fuck,
topic?
you know who I like bring, brah? We're gonna get he's the man, brah, with it. He's Uncle. Fuck, what's his name? He's the guy that was
With the glasses, bolo head with the glasses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keanu Sai.
Yeah, Sai, yeah.
So there's a guy named Dr. Keanu Sai, brah.
let's bring him on.
Fuck, I gotta get in touch with him, and then we gotta be ready because this guy is ultra brilliant. He's the one that actually took it to international court, brah. And international court in
Recognized
Hades
it, yeah?
has recognized Hawaii as a still existing country.
I would love to hear that podcast.
And the way he did it, brah, was brilliant. There was a man who fucking had on Hawaiian Kingdom license plate, basically saying, "I'm not American." Then pull him over, and they gave him a ticket, and they put him in jail. He's like, he never have paperwork. He's like, "Brah, I'm a citizen of the nation of Hawaii. You can't touch me." So anyway, long story short, instead of taking America to court, or instead of protecting the guy or whatever, what he did was he went to international court and he took Hawaii to international court. He took the Kingdom of Hawaii and said, "You did not protect your citizen against America."
Wow.
Now America's supposed to come show up and protect themselves, and they decided to not show up. With that, the court recognized Hawaii as a nation that still stands, that didn't protect its own citizen from America.
Fuck, that's crazy, man.
Right, he's brilliant. And the funniest thing, or the coolest thing about it is he was he's a doctor now. I mean, he's a brilliant man, but he actually started as he was an army captain. So he was serving for the U.S. Army, and when they were in Iraq, he saw how they overthrew Saddam, and he was there, and he realized, oh, they don't fucking take over the country; they just overthrow the government.
That's already in place.
Yep, and they help another government take over. That's the whole idea what Iraq's supposed to be. You go over there, topple the government, and help them build a new one with the people. And they're supposed to be out after a few years, give it back to Iraq. He saw that and realized, oh shit, America came to Hawaii, toppled the
Overthrew,
government.
yeah.
After a few years, they were supposed to be out. When they overthrew the government, that's an
Yeah.
occupation. And after a few years, they're supposed to leave.
Too much money.
America never left. So it's
Greed.
over 60, 70 years of illegal occupation in the eyes of war crimes.
Wow.
This guy's brilliant, bro.
Bro, that's heavy.
Yeah, he's a fucking G.
You gotta send them the link. You can watch it.
Oh, I don't know if you like. It's a long video though. You have to
Yeah, I
do it
like
when you work
watching,
out,
bro.
bro.
And we
Yeah,
should,
yeah,
we should,
yeah.
and we should bring the guy in.
I gotta
for
try
sure.
getting in contact with him.
But I tell you this, sometimes I have this feeling because when we talk about such sensitive topics, I feel like as a haole, I feel like kind of, I don't know. I don't feel like I
Can say anything.
yeah.
Yeah, but you also have great input because you've been around the world and you're from fucking chaos like that too. You know what I mean? Like you have,
Your story might have some similarities.
and you could share insight from that end. You know what I'm saying? Like, because again, many of the people here, that's all they know, right? So it's like this. You have a vision like this, and you've seen crazier shit firsthand. You know what I mean? Like,
One time a guy that I don't want to mention his name, but one big guy over here, like he has a big name. He came and said, "Why you make Hawaiian tattoos?" And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Are you Hawaiian?" And I said, "No." He said, "Why you have triangles on your arm?" And I said, "Because I love the culture. I was born in Philadelphia. I grew up in Israel, in Germany. I lived all over the United States. But I feel Hawaii, I'm almost reborn. I feel like here is my
Calling.
my calling. I felt like, my kids were born here. I live here for many, many years. I donate my time over here. I pay my taxes over here. I volunteer my time over here. I volunteer for nonprofits over here that help the local communities. How many hours do you?" And that moment he's like, he went back. But I had to not back down and not take it lying down for him talking about my tattoos. But then it made me think, is other people thinking that way?
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
Is other people thinking like, who the fuck is this guy doing triangles on his arm?
There's one with basketball. So this black basketball player called out Jeremy Lin for having braids, cornrows. And he's like, take those cornrows out, bro. You culturally appropriating us. Jeremy Lin's clap back. He finds a Chinese tattoo on the guy. Why you got that Chinese tattoo for? You even know what that means or what?
Bruh.
But if you're a Wu-Tang fan or whatever,
Yes.
right? You doing some Chinese tats or whatever.
It's crazy, bro, how
crazy.
much people don't see further than this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people are just mad, bro. They just have high blood pressure and they like get off somewhere.
Give me something to be
You know what I
mad
mean? They're
about.
just like,
Yeah, I
Pick a
remember
fight.
when I was like intermediate, moved from Waipahu intermediate to Dole. I had ukulele I would bring to school, and I put triangles with tape, and I colored them in like down the middle. And I'll never forget, like walking. I didn't live in the housing. I walked through the housing with the housing kids to get to Farrington. And I remember someone saying that, like, "Why you got triangles on your ukulele? You're not even Hawaiian." Like at that time, I didn't. I like.
Yeah.
We're gonna scrap about it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like that's on your skin, and I'm glad you spoke to it how you did. But like someone might want to bang on you for that, for sure.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
how
like
it
You
some
just thought
brothers
about
who
it.
are so true to it
Yeah.
that even the part of like having children here, and that's something that all men can respect. Culture, but I think in Hawaii, going back to like hip hop, our corner to speak from, the place that gave us like how we identify, naming your value. You love that shit, put that shit on your body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's called dope. I say it's dope.
hell yeah.
People get scared if you talk like that because they don't know what it means. That's what we do, right? Hip hop samples, remixes the culture for folks like yourself, folks like us, having an exposure to. Yeah, and then what you take real is what you're gonna take to your grave. What you're gonna put in your children. You're gonna put this and this meaning of this in your children. That should
100%.
mean more to that person who told you that than how you're
Word.
representing it. Same way like that feeling about Hawaiians, Christians do the same thing. Right?
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
holier than thou complex of what they assume is correct, is at a standard, is valid, right? Because they don't want to be representing something with, right? Then gatekeeping, people making rules. That's why I said what I said about the cipher, and I'm always adamant about and what
Yes.
comes up after that
Yes.
Yeah.
is because that's all you have in the result of that clash is, okay, this is what's still here, this is
The
what's
truth.
true.
Yeah.
Well, we get this a lot for being non-popolo.
Bruh.
You know what I mean? We rapping, we taking a black culture, right? They created this art form that we are somehow eating off of, right? And we don't represent the originators,
Right.
So we always get that backlash also.
Osna, I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, if I would see you walking down with a tattoo in Hebrew, I would be like, this guy's my best friend. Like, I want to be his best friend. This guy is representing my people.
That's
Like, let's
the
go.
aloha, right?
That's the real aloha.
Yes, but there's other people out there that look at it like,
Yeah.
man, fuck these guys. Who gave them the pass?
Yeah, especially that early on. So I like to think about the power of what hip hop, because you said every place you've been, right? Every country. You could Google a country, random country, and write the word hip hop next to it in Google, and you'll find some form of the culture being perpetuated, being practiced, being invested in.
Yes.
Because what hip hop really unlocked to me is like, how do people experience joy? All these socioeconomic conditions that everyone in the world, black culture in America, discovered the best way to be impoverished. How to show a strong proud for the suffering that you're enduring, right? So that initial, what they started in New York, how it spread, and then how it got commoditized, and how we spread MCing to rapping, right? And then you have the business, and then you can go back further, Cadillac Records days. We're talking Elvis Presley ripping off, motherfucking,
all of them.
can't even think of
Moves, songs.
it. Most Def played him in Cadillac Records. That's I forgot. But
That's true. No, his name.
Yasin
Bey.
Yasin Bey, yeah.
But like, you know how local people participate in any culture. Before hip hop was a mainstream, it was sub, right? Punk rock, disco. Being local and speaking pidgin is even more sub of a subculture. And then trying to interpret that living into a hip hop, no one's checking for that. Like when we started in the early 2000s, 2001, no one was like, hey, wonder what you're struggling about and being impoverished about. Like, they don't got no woke bars over there. Like, they should just be rapping about
Paradise.
right.
Yeah.
Living happy. You should be happy. You should be in
Yeah.
Hawaii, right? The same with island reggae. It's kind of the same. Reggae is not a Hawaii genre. Reggae
Yeah.
is Jamaican, you know. But somehow we've got a whole bunch of reggae artists here.
Because they added the word island before the reggae, and now it became appropriate for the islands.
Yeah, got a genre.
version.
Island reggae.
The sub-genre of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Before that, it was sold as Hawaiian,
Yeah.
Jamaican, Hawaiian. But both of those words are like ethnicities, right? Like you can't put that on someone's ethnicity necessarily. Nobody asked Jamaicans if that was cool. You know, no one asked Hawaiian.
Well, now they said it's jamming Hawaiians.
Right.
That's where Hawaiian is.
So it's
Just
like,
jam.
are you doing reggae in Olelo, right? To be considered Hawaiian reggae? Because we came up with sudden rushes and Ho'aikanas that were expressing in their language and using the culture at its, to me, sudden rush at its highest form. DJs brought b-boys on stage, like first rap group I seen go to like the Nickelodeon Choice Awards.
Yeah.
So we've had those examples of people who have pushed the bounds of how they see this lens. And it started as early as the 80s with breaking and pop and locking, graffiti and
Hawaii
rap
has a
coming right
big
behind it.
history in hip hop.
Yes.
You take our like break dancers, we got break dancers in, you know, like
To
the
this
whole-
day.
to this
Shout
day.
out, shout out to the break dancers. We're gonna have our Endless Summer event on February 23rd at the gallery and 24th up at the pool. Shout out to Bo Seth, Mason Rose,
sure.
and Linsky, the guys that are holding it down. Hijack, representing
808
Red
Breakers.
Bull, 808 Breakers.
So a little Hawaii hip hop history. Mox used to host a lot of the b-boy battles back in the day with Funky Four Corners, and they used to have these jams in the fucking Waipahu, in the fucking hoods, bro. Like, and they would come out by the fucking loads, bro. Crews from crews in different neighborhoods, rolling like 20 deep. all just for the love of the culture.
That's why he
bro.
has the belt, because Chris Styles could never beat him at one of those events. But you put him in some different environment. The Mox is like part Filipino at that point. He's like
Straight up, right?
he was
more
an
Filipino
accepted
than me.
Filipino.
Bro, for the record, I won that belt at one Tiki event.
Oh, the pipeline one.
Yeah. Big T was hosting, okay?
Yeah.
Wasn't my event. But we had the energy back then to shepherd those spaces.
You know what's
Like the
beautiful
Sunday
about
night
breakdance
cyber.
though? They love each other. They represent each other. If someone hits something great, everybody's like, yo,
Yeah.
No, I
hey.
like the shit talking and like whatever. All of it.
But when someone hits something,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
whole
Oh,
crowd
yeah.
goes like, oh,
Yeah.
and I love that. It shows so much support. It shows
Yeah.
so much love. I mean, show me another art where someone hits your opponent
Yeah.
does something good,
Yeah.
and everybody's like, oh,
Yeah.
You gotta
You know,
give it up. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
that's such a beautiful art form that actually embraces the competitor if he does something amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist in freestyle. If someone is freestyling,
Rap battling.
rap battling,
That's
and
how
he
you
gets
should
some-
win a
after,
Kinda showed up.
Yeah, once the lights is off. Hey, bro,
Yeah.
fucking shit.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
You fucking dickhead, bro.
But okay, breaking and graffiti. Look at how much graffiti we have. Powwow. We have entire city full of murals.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
Hawaii's got some.
we have
hip-hop
such a
shit,
good
yeah.
street, culture. We just need to, bring it out there even more and embrace it and don't let it go. Don't let it like die down. And we need those people like you guys, like 808 Breakers, like Linsky, and all of them, like to nourish those communities and continue to give more fire into the,
Yeah.
you know.
Because then once the kids see that, the kids get inspired,
Yes.
and then you got a whole next generation of.
Yes. Go check them
Arts.
out, man. 808 Breakers.
Oh, yeah.
And they have Keiki Breaks. They have like a
Yeah.
whole crew. They have like kids.
yeah.
I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
Breaking is like the one sport I can fall into a rabbit hole. Like if I watch one video, I'm like, holy
Fools don't even know
smokes.
Os is a dancer too.
I'm old now, but I started off breakdancing.
No
That's how I
way.
Producer,
started,
DJ Rap,
but-
he left dancer off for a while.
but-
While me and this guy were rap
exotic
battling,
dancer.
he was dance battling.
Definitely, yes, definitely. I always wanted to be Dancing Bear. That was like a dream.
Well, this was like so small.
If you know, you know. Yeah.
LMG string.
They gonna pull up the files now. Uh-oh.
This was how like small though the scene was. Like if there was a b-boy battle, there would be a rap battle on the same night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember early on just showing up for the rap battle, but having to sit through the b-boy battles first
Yeah.
till it's my turn, and then when we'd rap, the b-boys would leave because they're taking a break. Like it took having those events together to be able to appreciate each other's craft more.
Yeah.
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 Enough b-boy events, I know what I'm looking for. I know how to judge it. I know how to host it. I know how to give back, even though it's not my form. But what hip hop culture in all of its elements like gave is that it has to be reciprocal.
Yeah.
You got to give some to get some. You got to give some to get some. You
Yeah.
got to. That's how it becomes perpetual. Can't stop, won't stop. Is that there's never a loss for something. Whatever you got to give is all you need.
Yeah.
You got a voice. You got some ideas.
Beautifully said.
You can rap. You got a body. You know.
I think that's why hip hop flourishes globally. It's free. Doesn't cost nothing to dance. Doesn't cost nothing to rap.
Look at all the sports.
Yeah.
Soccer,
Yeah.
right? That's two sides, two goals, and one thing that rolls. That's it.
Simplicity that got complicated, and then people can branch off of that.
Too much like what we were saying earlier about how people look at the tattoo, how people are, how you use certain words or what you represent. Like, fuck all that shit. Fuck the gatekeeper mentality. Fuck the regulators and fucking adjudicators.
And you know what? And that
keeping
would be
points.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, even in business, right? They gotta regulate your bar, building your bar. You know, like someone
But
always
just
gotta
like
say
a
something.
b-boy blow up, bah! When it happens, it's undeniable.
Yeah,
you know.
the whole crowd, right?
Yeah. That's magic, bro.
That's the magic part.
right there.
Sometimes you wait the whole event for that one magic moment.
Yes. Yes. And actually, back to what we were saying about photography and videos, sometimes I see, because during the events, I'm not necessarily seeing all the dancers, and I can't witness all the crazy moves. But the photographers, shout out to the one and only Brett.
Hey,
You know, once I see the pictures afterwards, I'm like, oh my god, this guy is vertical.
Yes.
The guy is flying. He's vertical. Oh my god.
No.
Like, he's like, you
He's
know,
in
like,
the air.
He's in the air,
Yeah,
like nothing under, nothing under. Like, what the fuck? No,
Yes.
that's what's up. Now you see, it became athletes, and there's nothing that makes me more happy that everybody look at them as athletes now because they're in the fucking Olympics.
Yes. So
If
this
I
is
would
where
have told
the,
you 10 years ago that breakdancing would be in the
Nah.
Olympics, they would have been like,
Never.
shut the fuck up, you're fucking.
but this is where the fear is, and then back to like how it's expressed and what you use it for. That once it becomes standardized,
Olympics,
right?
Yeah.
Once style gets thrown out the door because we're putting rubrics to how you score.
yeah.
Someone's
Yes.
body type versus someone's other body type, how they flow the energy through the. You're talking about apples and oranges.
Yes.
Someone who can fly and someone who's got poison. Like this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
not the same.
Yeah.
Like you want to see those clashes. You want to see
Yeah.
what comes out of these styles. Styles make fights, bro.
Yes,
Right?
straight up.
I
Yeah.
agree on that. I agree, but still, I love the fact that they see them as athletes and they
Oh,
give them the
yes.
respect. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Because they
and I do
dedicate
agree
their
with you, like,
lives to
there are
it.
some people that are going to compete on both. They're going to compete at the Olympics and they're going to do the more crazy athletes.
That's the most athletic shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
B-boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Them Koreans don't come in hot now for the Olympics.
Japan, France.
Right, Japan, right. Japan, they start them off young, right.
Yes.
Japan right now
9-year-old.
is ruling the skateboard world.
Yes, skateboard.
Insane, bro.
Insane. I see sometimes videos I sent to Brad like, what the fuck is that? When we were skateboarding back in
Yeah.
the day, like there was, you could do an ollie, you could do an uzi, you could do like a fucking, there was like what, 12 tricks?
All to name it.
Yeah, fucking.
Tony Hawk is so famous for doing a 900. I saw a 9-year-old kid do it in his
Yes, I saw that too, bar.
You know what I mean? That's normal? What? The
Yeah.
greatest skateboard trick that was pushed upon our nation is now like some 9-year-old's backyard
Yeah,
trick.
normalized, bruh.
Insane.
They're taking it to a whole nother level. But look at every sport. I mean, every sport,
Yes.
every year gets better. Whether it's jiu-jitsu, UFC,
It
martial
should,
art.
if it's growing,
yeah.
right? If passionate people are like
Yeah,
same
football's still the same.
same same metaphor, bruh. Us like Tupuna Hele, you right? We went to the Hoku Salty,
Yeah.
cussed up a storm. Mike with a ripped American flag on his back, like you know, we thought we were UGK, like fuck it, we were just be rappers, first rappers at the Hokus, like pulling up like this.
Wait, you
With
guys,
IA.
you guys were also in the Hoku?
We were
got
nominated, one
nominated.
year.
Oh, wow.
Our first
And
album.
then never considered again.
Yeah.
Because Chris Styles flamed Hara, which is the board of. Well, I'm not saying it's because of that, but he used his platform,
Yeah.
used his art form to call out the people that judge these genres.
Well, here's the thing. So we were nominated for
Now the real truth is coming out, guys.
Hip Hop R&B Album of the Year. So this was, I think, my second or third time in this category because I did like solo album,
The O,
and then didn't work with these guys.
stuff.
So going in, I already had this preconception once I saw the list of people who were on there. Mind you, it's hip hop and R&B. We're in like the 5th year of it. And all 4 years prior to, all the winners were singers, all R&B categories. Not one rapper won. So I came in fucking like, fuck this. We're not even gonna win this thing, you know. So we went in with an attitude. You know, I wore a t-shirt.
Limousine.
We won already.
I wore a tie.
Fucking, they announced the winner, who happened to be Kepa Cruz. Our fucking table bursts out laughing. Bah! You know, just fucking around. And he put out an acoustic album with fucking auto-tune. So again, no hip, not even R&B. It wasn't
Not
even
even
R&B. It's acoustic.
He was
with
trash.
Well, you know, there's some like things you can't categorize. I think that was his album.
Well,
We'll just throw it in this category because
So-
we don't know what else it can be in.
we ended up leaving. I think a day or two after, I ended up putting out a song with Os, producing, talking about the whole situation, calling out Hara, because I realized, oh, okay, well, fucking this guy, his label was Amy Hanai Li'i, which, okay, makes sense. It's a board of people that vote And when I asked one of my aunties who was on the board, she said what happens is they send us a letter, we check off who we know or whatever it is, and there's actual people that can solicit you and tell you, hey, vote for my
Yeah,
artists.
they'll send you the CD. They give them the addresses, everything.
She said she didn't even listen to any of them. What she does is she just picks whoever she knows, names she recognizes. Oh, okay, I send that over. So again, nobody's listening to these things. And not one rapper has ever won up until that point. So we put out the diss record. I fucking called people. One of my friends, he was a salesperson who just became a salesperson at the Hokus, and ended up the president of the Hokus or whatever called me, and was like, "Oh, we're a nonprofit. We're for the community. Blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Oh yeah, so you guys don't make no money. Nobody gets paid. Who's so and so and so and so to you?" And she got real quiet because that's the people who go and solicit money for the foundation. And she's like, we just do this thing out of love. And I was like, bro, you know what? I'm good. Like, you guys should just do what you guys do. But right now, you guys are not doing nothing for our hip hop community. When it comes to us, who had more views than everybody on that panel, more support than everybody in that category, our numbers were skyrocketing when we came out and couldn't win one thing, bro. From that moment forward, they separated the category, hip hop and R&B, two separate categories, and then now rappers have a chance to win awards.
Right.
Well,
And then they got rid of it for a couple of years too.
Did they get rid
They
of
didn't
hip-hop?
have hip hop for like a couple of years. They went back as the.
But this is
and
the
then
first
they
time
separated
we
again.
learned about those type of
Politics of it, huh?
Yeah,
Right?
pay to play.
Yeah,
Pay to play.
It's so ridiculous.
We thought
you
if
know?
you was dope, you're dope everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
And it's really funny that it's coming from you working in the radio. Like I would believe that you would be more water.
No,
and
there's
not
layers.
so
there's layers. I had to
Yeah,
make sure
he's
I
more
turns
fire.
it to vapor.
Yeah.
again. So, like I said, right, songs live forever. I had to make sure my ducks were in order. What I did learn was the company I worked for on the radio at the time, which is how I learned who did what.
Let's not say their name.
The Hokus worked specifically with another radio company. So for me to
So your
tell my company,
association,
I
yeah,
told
yeah,
them, hey, letting you guys know, I'm going to fire off on these guys. Fuck them, huh? And my boss is like, yeah, fuck them. I'm like, yeah, I got my job, bro. Let's go. So I know who does what where, And at that point, I'm like, we don't need them. If we did all this on our own and we generated this much traction without a fucking sticker on a CD, because that's all they give you. They give you a sticker and you say, I want a Hoku. Now, that's great for people who never listen to your shit, but I don't recall a moment in my personal life that, it's a Hoku winner. I gotta listen to this.
Never.
Especially for hip hop.
Yeah, not for hip hop.
Not
For
for
the
hip-hop.
Hawaiian, probably.
Maybe,
Yeah, for the Hawaiian community.
That's what they started that board for, too.
Yeah, yeah.
And then learning more later that's a big tourist package. Like, there was more tourists at that ceremony than there was local people because they're selling it in packages with Japan Airlines and all
I actually
kind
had
of
to
stuff.
film the last one, and Punahele won again. And
Nice.
so I called them as soon as they nipped. I was like, "Bruh, where you at? They're waiting for you on stage." It's because they were like, Punahele, and nobody came up. And he's like, "Oh, I stay Big Island. I never care about that."
Word! Shout out to Punahele.
Yeah, I really want my first one. I did them the one time. That was good enough for me, bro.
I can show my family,
Yeah, yeah.
because
You know
Who else do
Yeah.
that? Henry Capono.
Capono was in there.
Yeah.
But like these were the battles that our generation had to have, like deal with, and call it out, and not be shame and say that. And yeah, people like Punahele kick it down on the daily.
Yeah.
To your point, I was always asking, how come my establishments, they don't get all those awards? Because when I look at the list,
Honolulu's best kind.
all those kind, and then
People's
I realize,
Choice.
People Choice Awards and
Midweek
da da
has
dee da
one.
da.
It's
and-
just
you
one
know.
person. That's why that's doing it all.
No. So I realized, you have to. First of all, you have to
submit.
apply.
Yeah, you gotta. Okay.
That's first
Yeah,
of all. Second of all, you have to actually donate because you have to buy a table for the ceremony.
Yeah.
So if you buy a table for a ceremony, then they see, well, they're trying to make money off
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Every table is 10K. There's 5K, 10K, because it's a table, it's a round table, 10 people, and then you have to buy a whole table. It costs you like 5,000 or 10,000, depends on which award ceremony. And then if you don't donate, you're obviously not going to win.
Yeah.
So during COVID, we got nominated. I didn't nominate, but we got nominated at Pacific Edge magazine, and I was nominated for something, and I didn't know. So of course, if I would know, I would call people. I would tell them, "Yo, vote for me" or whatever. But I didn't know, and then so I called the guys from the organizers, and I'm like, yo, well, what can I do? I mean, I want to be chosen, you know, like what's up? And they're like, oh, well, it makes more sense for, like, don't bother. In other words, it was, don't bother because it makes more sense for us to give it to this guy because he's already in TV and he has his own show and he has this and that and that. So don't worry about it. We just gave him a good, like, look.
Wow.
And I was stunned that she could actually say it with her own words and make me understand that there's nothing that I can do, that has already been chosen, that
At
has
least she
already
told you
been...
straight up, because she could have just took your money and just like,
Yeah.
maybe buy this cup, buy 2 tables, and maybe
Yeah,
just find
maybe
out.
2 tables.
And they already picked it already, huh?
Yeah. Well,
But do you need that for your?
you probably do. And the only time I did get nominated, I got nominated by First Hawaiian Bank, and this is the one year that I won because First Hawaiian Bank nominated me because it was based on sales.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then because it was based on sales, I got 40 under 40 and all my contribution to the community and stuff like that. But all the other ones, they literally tell you, like, dude,
Pay to play.
Pay to play.
Yeah.
And I never thought it's that bluntly.
It's blunt.
But like.
The public sector, the not-for-profit space, you know.
Yeah, and they're all non-profits. Yes, they're all non-profits. They're all non-profits. They're all like, oh, we're a 501c3 non-profit organization.
Back end on back end.
You know how you said, how come God always needs money? Churches is all non-profit too. That's why.
Yeah, that's why, bro.
So we're talking
Gotta get
about
the
like,
donations.
we're talking about corruption, right? Right. Public sector, public monies. How people who have corporations get their tax break in the end,
Yes.
right?
Oh, yeah.
We bless everyone that donates to not-for-profits. Let's start there.
Yeah.
They don't survive without it.
Yeah, I've been the artistic director of a not-for-profit for the past 5 years, and growing up here, being an angry local, being a musician, like engaging the communities in all these different ways, and then finally getting to see like what's behind the curtain for things that I know systematically happen to end up dying, to not really making a difference, turning into anything, like funds just getting washed to have a brand new organization that does something for a little while, you know. What I have liked in the trend that's happening now is that at least people are having fun donating. Let's do a golf tournament. Let's have a Halloween party. Let's throw a gala type thing. So the people that are on these boards, and I'm just talking in general, I don't know nobody's fucking names for this shit. All of the biggest ones, like Taste of Honolulu, which used to be big in town.
Yeah.
The people that sit on these boards for their not-profits are like CEO, exec of Safeway.
Something
Oh,
else.
yeah.
It's because what you're
Yeah.
able to donate as kickback, you know, and then these boards operate strictly on how we're going to spend all these funds, write off all these funds, retain some of these funds for other fun shit that we want to do, and that's happening more in our age group. So I'm grooving with it, you know. And when people are at least investing in the things that they truly believe in and are hooing up their resources to accomplish those things, like you said, the purpose, you know, there's that bickering shit happens when there isn't a bigger purpose, right? And like you want to talk about society over, there's so much dissension in like what is important.
Let me tell you a story. I got reached out to by a company. I don't want to mention the name. I don't want to mention the name, but I got reached out to by a company, and they wanted to rent out the space for an event. And sure enough, we signed a deal and so on and so forth, and they rented out the hotel and some rooms and stuff like that. The event brought in around $700,000
Jesus. In a night, a weekend.
How?
in 4
donations?
hours,
4 hours.
from 4 to 10. sorry, from 6 to 10, 4 hours. From 6 to 10, 4 hours. People had to buy tables and stuff like that, right? It's a custom party. How much did they donate?
Of the
From the 700?
all it takes is these
70.
words.
No. They donated 250.
Oh, okay.
So they spend about 250 for their,
what they're giving.
or 300 for the party itself, for the entertainers, for the rooms, for the venue, for the free food, the free drinks, and then they sell a ticket. So they sell a ticket for about $1,000 a person, $10,000 a table, stuff like that, right? And then it's all like tax deductible, so the people are buying those tickets, right? And then they only gotta sell like 60 tables. They have 6. They have like fucking do the math. You know what I mean?
Space, yeah.
60 tables at $10,000 a table. You're talking about 600,000. You know what I mean?
Easy
But
to-
they only donate 250. The rest of the money goes back to the. Let's say they spend about
Overhead.
for the event 150. But they pay themselves as the CEO of the non-profit organization.
Operations.
Of operation and this assistant and this and I'm like, motherfuckers.
Yeah, and they keep small staff.
You
It'll be
already
3
brought
people.
600
Yeah.
or 700,000, whatever it was. You already brought this kind of money.
Yeah.
Why not donating to the right things?
Right.
You already have the money. You have the ability to make a change.
Yes.
You have the ability to do,
Well, that's what the nonprofit is supposed to do.
But operating expense for their office and whatnot and yada 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 yada. So I feel the opposite. I feel like they're taking something so beautiful, a nonprofit organization, 501c3, which is tax exempt,
Yes.
and they tinting it
Yeah.
with greed, where
flat out.
they could have changed lives and make a change and make a difference. And if they do it every year, they could make a difference every year. And not that they don't make a difference. They do make a difference with the 250 that they donate.
Yeah.
But there's a difference.
The narrative of the difference, right?
Dude.
This is where beautiful people like Akiemi Glenn, people who analyze how do you change impact numbers, qualitative evidence, quantitative evidence, and then what those monies need you to report back. If you're creating your own money to donate, you don't give a fuck about reporting back to a grantor. So Oahu has the most millionaires per capita, and then everything from
'Cause
Matson,
you have to be to own a house.
everything from like Matson to Louis Vuitton is donating money in the community for stuff. And I'm grateful that I've had a mentor that was never scared to say no. If it didn't look right, if it wasn't fitting our mission, or we're forcing an alliance, like, man, we're good. Like, we're gonna keep working it this way. We're cool with what we have and who we get to serve. Some come out and will promise too much, and we can do this and we can do that because we're giving big splashes of money. But more can be done. You're absolutely right. Less greed in this place of all the places would be awesome.
Now that you said that, I want to do angry locals at the gallery, $10,000 a table.
Yes,
do that. Let's go, bro.
But where would you donate?
Oh, so it's gonna cost about $3,000 for you for your services, $3,000 for me for my service?
An hour.
Damn it, Osa.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't even
Can't
know.
start with ourselves.
I went to Vegas last time, and I was staring at the lottery, like, okay, if I win, and I looked at myself like, I don't even know what I would do with this money. I never had this kind of money before, so I wouldn't even know what to do. I think that's what it comes down first. Like, if we do something like that, we got to make sure we know exactly if we did like a, where does this money get donated to? I don't know. 808 breakers, I don't know. Do something right.
The
Hip-hop, bro.
most beautiful
Yeah.
thing is kids.
Yes, that's why I say that. Yeah,
The,
kids.
the new
100%.
generation.
Yeah. Always got to filter that.
If we can give the new generations, if we can give the kids, the ones that are running around and don't know what to do, and after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you see them scrap and kill someone, and because they went and they had a knife because they wanted to be like big body, and they fucking started to fight. if we could save one of them guys, it's worth 300,000, 500,000.
Yeah.
It's absolutely worth
You know
it.
what I mean?
Who do we donate to? Because that's another thing, right? Right when this Lahaina fires came, like, are we donating? But is that donation?
That was a whole nother
There's
animal,
so much.
bruh.
There's so much things. That's why.
That's the problem.
Credibility, right? Credibility is a big one.
You know what? It drives me nuts. I saw so many people doing a shirt and we're gonna donate this. We're doing a tote bag. We're doing a this bag. I'm like,
Yeah, it's the smaller portion
bro,
of the
are you
proceeds.
really gonna? Yeah, it's the proceeds. When I hear proceeds, I'm like, proceed means earnings,
Yeah.
which means you can pay yourself the this and that, and well, we only made the proceeds
$2 per
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
we sold 2,000, but it's only $2
sure.
per. Yeah. I'm
So
like,
credibility is big. That's why I do like when Hawaii's Finest did the show. I'm like, oh yeah,
yeah.
they're gonna do the right way. Yeah. But
So-
then if it's like some company I never heard about, it's like, are you just
See, this is
taking
making me
advantage?
think. Just right now, as we're talking about this, money don't solve problems.
yeah.
People made the problems. The people are gonna have to solve the problem. We're past the generations of throwing money at shit to fix shit. It ain't gonna happen. It's just gonna make a deeper hole, and we're gonna need more of that. And it's that dependency on like what is truly valuable and what is
People,
real
bruh.
rich.
People.
Hui up, bruh. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
When
Hui
you're
up.
investing in children, what do you call that? All the words preamble, they're called the posterity, right? Security, Social Security, your family who lives on the land. This was like the beginning of what rich was. That if you had someone carrying your name that was enriched by what you passed down, this whole thing's gonna set off, right? Because your dad was a go-getter, or your dad was a warrior, your dad was a businessman. You come from a family of contributors. Yeah, but it's just different. That it's so scattered. It's making money has become more about how little you have to do, opposed to the sweat that it took to earn it.
Word. I can definitely see that. Well, and on that note, I want to give a big shout out to the Angry Locals for coming down and sharing with us the behind the scenes of how to become great and what it takes. It takes passion, it takes love, it takes authenticity, it takes being real, and it takes a lot of aloha to make a change and to care for your surroundings and your community. And this is kind of what we want to leave our viewers and listeners with.
Yeah.
Spread the love, spread the aloha.
Fuck yeah. Be angry enough to like give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's not last
Effective
words.
anger. You
Yeah.
know, if you can channel, because everybody, from a little kid, you have anger. But if you can channel it into something positive.
Yeah.
Steezy.
Well, wrap it up.
Hey!
Oh. Episode 47. We're out.
Thank you guys. Man.